Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Got NFL reports, perhaps.
Huh?
Oh boy, what a day!
Woo.
What a day.
What
So
are
I feel like it's good that you keep having the polo shirts because you look like the responsible one when we know
Yeah,
I am the degenerate. So it's
sure.
like perfect that way.
Yeah,
Because then when people ask who's responsible for this shit house, like it's him.
yeah.
Him right there. You don't see him with a fucking polo. I mean,
Same,
jeez,
Your Honor.
it's him. What me? Just went along with it. Man, do you have a good little weekend? I mean, we're gonna have to get some insights on some coaching stuff, but outside of the game,
Yeah, it
because
was not much going on besides a coaching weekend, really. I mean, it was very well, actually. No, I mean, I do have a story to tell.
oh, you have a
We'll
tail.
start with that because remember how I said I was I didn't tell you this, right? Because you didn't play COD. Oh no, you played COD on Saturday night, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, you did.
second, yeah. I think I have to share that, right?
Mhm.
That's a must share. So basically, you know, new job means I have to like chaperone the like school dances. Not all of them, but like if they ask, like there's a person in charge of signing up to the faculty to do that shit, right? I got
Sure.
signed up for the first dance of the year, first chance dance, here we go. First week, all the kids come in, everyone's awkward, doesn't know what the fuck's going on. DJ sucks, all the normal like things for your
Sure,
dance,
sure.
right? So I just kind of show up to like do whatever. They had hella parent volunteers, so like really the staff didn't have to do much besides like we actually know who the kids are, so we can call them out by name. So I ended up like helping man the like front sign in table mainly because I knew a lot of the guys who were going, all those Damien boys, so I knew where to like direct them.
Yep.
They needed a strong presence out front, so that was my job. And then, so if you didn't pay, like if you paid for your ticket during the week, like you got like a discount, right? You got to
Sure.
didn't have to pay as much. If you showed up there on the day, you had to pay, I think it was like 20 bucks or something like that to get in, right?
Okay.
So hefty fee.
Little penalty.
Should have bought your ticket during the week when it was like 10 bucks, but
There you go. Get smacked in the face with some
yeah.
shit. There you go.
So people are showing up and I'm checking people off the list. Have a good time, whatever.
Yeah.
People walking in high, people walking in just like, the normal stuff. Then like we're getting to like closer, probably like 7:30. It starts at 7 and we're not supposed to let anyone in after 8, but like they kind of let a couple people in if they get there late. But so it's
Okay.
like 7:45 probably, getting towards the end. And we just see I'll just start with like my POV
There you
is
go.
like I'm in one of the parking lots. If anyone's listening to this that knows like the campus structure over at St. Lucy's, there's like 5 different tiers because it's up the hill. So it's like first tier, second tier, third tier.
What?
Then you have the gym. You have this like kind of like halfway tier where there's like a grass, dirt like path that runs through and like cuts the stairs in half. And basically like we look up, like imagine I'm looking out. So basically I'm sitting east. I'm looking west.
Okay.
Looking west. So like I'm looking parallel to Sierra Madre. Like I can
I hear that.
see
Okay.
Sierra Madre
Right.
like down the hill on my left. It's boom, it's right there. Where the
Yep.
lower parking lot is, where the security guard sits. I'm looking out that way
Mhm.
because that's where our check-in table is like situated. So
Okay.
I have to turn over my right shoulder to look up the
Right.
hill,
Okay.
up at the campus. So I'm looking up, and then we all like kind of look at the same time, and there's just four. I mean, they looked like boys. They all were boys, just running in all black along this hill. They're probably on like they're in between the like third level and the gym level is as high as you can go. So they're in between that. So they're like 2 levels up from us. So it's kind of
Mhm.
hard to see them, and they're running fast.
Mm.
Like, huh? I was like, were people like from another school causing trouble? Like, I'm not sure what's going on. Then the teachers start yelling, like, you got to stop right now or else you're going to be in trouble. And then, like, in an instant, like, 3 different teachers start moving. They just take off, like, to go, like, chase them. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, whoa. these stooges aren't gonna be able to catch these. There's only one
Well, what's dude for the job?
that can do this job effectively, because the kids probably thought, "Okay, we could outrun any teacher, we'll be fine."
Yeah.
Boy, you picked the wrong school in the wrong year, because I will run your ass down with the quickness. So, basically, I run to get to I knew where they were going to. I instantly in my brain, the way they were running, I'm like, "Okay, well, they couldn't have parked on our campus up the hill, because we had people manning that gate the whole day, and they only let staff through." Okay, so I was like, "Okay, check that off." The way they were running, I'm like, the only other place they could be, either I'm gonna hop this fence and insta cut them off, and they're fucked, and there's nothing they
Yeah.
can do, or they're gonna run up into the church. That's the only place they can go. There's
Obviously to
no
praise Jesus.
yeah, so there's nowhere else for them to
Uh,
go.
Sure.
So I'm like, "Okay, my plan is I'm gonna go down the hill a little bit." There's stairs that go, like, down to the lower parking lot, because that's how you get to the street. Not Sierra Madre, like the turn in, the road that takes you up to the church, basically, that
Yeah, yeah,
road
yeah.
from Sierra Madre. So I go down, and, like, when you're going up that road, like, on the right, obviously, is the parking lot for the school. So I'm in that parking lot, I insta clean hop the fence, and I'm on the road, and I'm, like, running up the road as if
Right.
I was going to church, and I can see them. They're running across that first grass field, and they're running into the church. They're not trying to, like, go left or trying to get into, like, the priory. They're going up. I'm like, "Okay, shitter's parked up in the church." And it's dumb too. So, like, there's one way in, one way out
Oh, so we're fishing a
with your
barrel.
car. Like, in theory, we could have just blocked off the road, and they have to come out eventually. Like, they have to drive their car back. So, they could have been screwed either. There's literally one street that takes you out. So, really good like, park
Just
on
real.
Sierra Madre and then walk in up that way. So
Wow.
at least you can run to the street and be gone.
Yeah.
This is you're just they didn't think someone was gonna just run them down though, so there was that. So then I'm running up and I'm at the, like, edge of the grass field,
Yeah.
and then one of the other teachers, Kim, she walked down this other set of stairs, and she's standing right like, I can see her, we can talk to each other, but she's still on St. Lucy's campus because she wasn't trying to hop the fence, and I was like, "Fair enough." And I'm whispering, I'm kinda talking softer because I can see them across the field underneath the tree, bent over, just panting, they're so tired, and I'm, like, chilling. I'm like, "If I wanted to, I could just
Run
full
them down.
blast these guys across the field, and they'd be so checked." They'd be like, "I can't run like this. This is impossible." So I tell her, I'm like, "Hey, call, I forget his name. I forget who was there. Antonio, I think, was our securities guy there. I'm like, get Antonio, have him bring the cart. Like, bring the cart. I know where these kids are." And they were like, "Okay." So I'm waiting, and then the other teacher comes with Antonio. They're whipping the cart, and I'm like, "They're going up into the church. The only way that we could miss them is if they ditched their car, jumped into the wash,
Yeah,
and
and then
ran the
took off.
wash out." And I'm like, "And if they did that, fair enough, bro. You can
You
have it.
win.
You got it. You just abandon your car. Maybe you'll come back the next time. Who knows?" So we start driving up, and then Antonio starts going to the right because in his mind he thought that they jumped in the backside. So basically, you have to go further right on the church campus to get to where you would jump into St. Lucy's.
Okay.
It's not, like, close to where the main, like, church building is, but I saw them. Like, I'm standing on top of like, they have a little platform on the back of the golf cart, and I'm standing on top of it, bro. I'm literally, like, pointing forward and shit. It's so hilarious. And
Fucking general just
I
leading
see
the
4
troop.
kids walking up the road on the deep left side. So I'm like, they're there. Just stay to the left and just follow the road. I promise you they're there." And then we're getting close, and I'm hearing, like, doors open, so I'm like, "Alright, everyone be quiet." We'll sneak up on them, and then we get there, we pull up right as they turn their car on. We're covered in the cart right behind them, and we're just like, "Roll that down, buddy." And conveniently, they had taken off all of their all black that they were wearing, and they were wearing, like, a normal color T-shirts, and they claimed
Oh,
that they just wanted to look at the dance before to see
sure,
if they wanted to come in.
sure. Okay.
And then he was like, one of the
It won't
kids in
come
the back's
back.
like, "We were gonna still come down and pay, I promise." Like, do you think I'm a dumb dipshit? Like, do you actually like, buddy, this is some shit I would have pulled.
Yeah.
Except I would
Parked
have
out
done
Sierra
it
Madre.
yeah, and I wouldn't have got caught on a rundown.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I'm not getting caught. You gotta do some shit, you gotta know you can get away with it.
Right.
But you can't be unathletic white dudes
Just
trying to
trying
get
to
into
outrun.
the thing, and then you just get run down. Like, granted, they weren't expecting the fastest guy that's ever been to their school to be the one running them down.
Sure,
So,
sure. Maybe we
you
need to
know,
think about that next time we're
but
planning.
if they woulda got the newsletter that went out last week, they woulda known I was hired over there and, there you go.
Shit.
Um,
You snooze, you lose.
and we told them, like, we were being the teacher, we were like, "We woulda let you walk up and look inside of the party to see if you wanted to go in, and then if you were like, 'Eh, not looking fun,' you coulda left without paying. We woulda let you get a sneak peek, see what's up. 'Oh, okay, this is fun. I'll give you my 20 and I'll go in.' Nope, you tried to sneak in, and we
Yeah.
got your dumbass, okay?
Yeah.
So, they got I don't know, at school today, they must have, the story has circulated because people were like, "Wait, we heard that you
Ran
caught
them
some people."
down.
So, like, yeah, there's the story's going around, so, um and honestly, I didn't even do it because I wanted to, like, ruin those guys. Like, they'll get, like, a fucking detention. Who gives a shit? Like,
Yeah.
they'll get a Saturday, or they'll have to go, like, pick up trash at the school for, like, an hour, and then that teacher will let them leave. They'll be fine. It's not the
Sure.
end of the world. But I was just there like, this would just be so funny to do. Just to check their night. Their dope is so checked for the night because they got caught too. They're probably sitting there like, "What the fuck? We got caught? Are you
Bro, then they
kidding
got
me?"
Jimmy in the back that can't shut his mouth, like,
Yeah, like, I only did it because I was like, this would just be kinda fun to do. Like, I was bored. I was at the check-in. I'm like, "Oh, alright. I might
you
as
were
well go
looking for some
run."
dope. You're
Yeah,
like, "Let me get some."
I might as well fucking shitter ass kids running around. I'll just go run them down. Alright. See you later.
I'll run your shit. Okay, I
I'll
see
literally
you.
run your shit. And because, like, the other teachers would have probably been like they wanted to, like, find out who the kids were because you never know. I mean, it could have been someone sneaking in to do something worse than just, like, go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
party. You never know how it could go out there, so and
Uh-huh.
the reason why they started running is because Antonio caught them walking down the main stairs to, like, get into the amphitheater area where the party is and yelled at them like, "Hey, like, where are you guys going? Come here." And then they bolted. And then they conveniently, like, said, because he was in the car and he was like, "I was the one," like, in his accent, he's like, "I saw you guys there, and I was yelling at you." And then they were like, "Well, we couldn't hear you." I was like, "Bro, okay. You heard people enough to know that people were chasing you. You kept
Yeah, you did
running.
enough on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you heard shit, bro. It's okay. You got, and you're gonna have a Saturday detention, and it's gonna be okay. Your life isn't over. You didn't do anything like they
Yeah,
were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we didn't even do anything bad. It's like you weren't gonna do anything bad. Like, sure, you were
You're
gonna
just
sneak into the party, whatever.
you're
But
just an idiot.
what if you were gonna do something? What if you were a kid that's sneaking in the party to fucking shoot it up? Then what? Then where do we go from there? Okay, so
Sure.
you got
Totally.
caught. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You got in trouble, and now I've basically been hired to be security for all the parties after the fact because you're getting run down, bud.
They're just gonna get you a pair of fucking track spikes. You're gonna sit by
Literally.
the door. Someone bolts, and it's like a horse race where they have those little gates. They let that thing go, and you're off.
Yeah. So the only thing I didn't know, like, what I would do is, like, if I caught him, like, actually, like, do I grab a kid?
Oh,
Like, do
uh,
I
that's where it
fucking
gets interesting.
do I tackle his ass? Do they
Clothesline
sue
them,
me? Yeah, like, what do I do?
double clothesline.
Yeah, like, how do I go about that? And I probably just I probably don't have to do much. Like, I probably just run next to him, and then I'm like, "Dude, just
Just
stop running."
pull
Like,
your vehicle to the side of the road.
yeah, just stop. If you're and I'd probably just be like, "I got you. If your boys leave you behind, then that's crazy out of them, but just rat on your boys, dog. Like, it's okay."
You're just running
So, yeah.
beside someone who's huffing and puffing. Look, I can run this entire
Yeah,
way.
like,
You
we're good.
can't. Like,
Just stop now
it's
and
just,
just stop. You don't have to do this to yourself.
dude. So you become the new security for the dances, and at the same time, you look at them. GG, get shit on. Okay,
Literally.
like read your shit, rotated, saw where you're going,
Yep.
fucking took your shit out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
it was the easiest read too. Like they thought, "Oh, we'll park up at the church and then we'll walk in." It's like you walk through the back. It's like, "Okay, bro. Like like good try."
bro, it's literally the old
GG,
adage
go
of like
next.
parents saying like, "You think like I wasn't your age before."
That's what I'm
Like,
saying, man.
oh,
Like
I
you think
see. Got him.
we know what all of you guys are doing, you
'Cause
know?
we did in the
Yeah.
backyard. They do.
Yeah. 'Cause I was doing the same shit, bud.
I will say your church, because my family's had like Christmas get-togethers there. We've always been up at like the main cafeteria, or it's like where the kitchen area is. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the annex building.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like the third story up, but
Yeah,
like
so
when
that
you play hide and
so
go seek, there's a lot of
oh, yeah, so
spots.
that building is, like,
Yeah,
right to the left of it, because I think
yeah,
that's, like, the White House is what they call it,
yeah. The White House.
and, like, right that gate to the left is, like, St. Lucy's parking lot, like, right there. So if you're walking
Oh,
into the front doors of the White House right there, right to the left where the gate
mm-hmm.
is, you could keep going, there's full like, that parking lot is the top St. Lucy's parking lot, and then it goes to the softball field, then it goes to the gym, then it goes to the 3rd level, 2nd level, amphitheater, boom. So
Right,
they
right.
tried that's where they went in. They jumped over that gate probably and just started working their way down, and then Antonio got their dumbasses, and then I finished the job.
Boom, boom. There we
There you
go.
go.
You got
GG,
him.
go next.
He
Been
was
nice
the
knowing you.
entry. You came through, got the trades. Here we
There you
go.
go.
4
Facts.
piece and a McBiscuit. That's good shit. That's like the best way to get some dope, especially when you're just
Oh, it's just
piss
free
bored.
it's
Just
free dope right there. Then
welcome.
I
First
came back and they were
time.
like, "You got" like, I came back, like, lounging on the back of the cart. They dropped me off at the front, and the teachers are like, "Holy shit." Apparently all day today, different, like, faculty have been telling that story to, like, the rest of faculty. So, like, I'm that guy.
You're him.
I'm that guy on campus right now. So that I can do no wrong.
So we can expect you go to your desk tomorrow and there's not
Oh.
one, not two, but maybe 3 Jersey Mike subs. Just hey,
Oh,
thank you for
just
keeping us safe. Like,
thank you for
yeah,
keeping our campus safe.
King's ransom, you know. To the
Yeah.
victor goes the spoils.
This is
And
what I
that's
do. This
just
is why you pay me.
yeah,
Okay, because I have many, like, things that I can do for you, you know?
a very
I
particular
can
set of skills.
coach, I can do AD
Like,
work, I could
like,
teach, I can
like.
be security for your party.
There we go.
If little kids are trying to escape the party,
Oh, I'm
dumbasses, I'm chasing them down. It's over. The
it's good
first
shit.
dance is always hilarious because it's, like, m mainly freshmen and seniors, so it's a little it gets a little
Little rowdy bit.
it's just like the seniors are just going crazy, and then the freshmen are, like, standing off in their little, like, groups. It's so fun. It's so funny just, like, seeing the kids operate, and I'm like, "Dang, man, I was there about 6 years ago. You guys look like a bunch of idiots right now." Just, like, attempting to talk to somebody. I'm like, "Good luck, buddy." And then you get the weird, crew. There was a kid that showed up in a full, like, suit and tie, bro. The first chance dance, dog.
Not
Put your
last chance.
Put your best fit on. You're not going to prom. Put a fit on.
No,
Get
he wanted to emulate the stepbrothers when they go to their job interview. They
get
dress
your jeans with a white tee and some Air
like
Maxes, whatever you got on. Your best fit. Not
sure.
guy pulled up in a leather jacket. Like I'm like, are you gonna actually shoot this place up? I'm getting
you,
concerned here. It looked
you got something in
insane.
there?
It looks so insane. I'm
Are
like,
you Bruce
bro,
Wayne by
what are
chance?
we doing right now? But
You
yeah,
just
other
call
than
over.
that,
Just call over the intercom. Hey, we got a douchebag in a fucking leather
yeah,
jacket, full
get this
suit. So
guy
let's
out
keep
of
an
here.
eye on him.
Get
Antonio,
this
bring
guy
over the
out.
cart. Get him the fuck out of here. Thank you.
Facts.
That's good shit, man. You know what? Especially after already kind of hearing how, the first coaching deal went, it's
Yeah.
just good that we ended the night on some good dope, because
Oh yeah.
that's.
Yeah. It was good dope for sure.
I was planning on going to the first game, against Glendora to do some reporting. Went to bed at midnight, woke up at 12:30,
Okay, yeah.
solid 12 and a half hours sleep.
Game was over.
Didn't roll over once, didn't get up to use the restroom at all. Like, just
Damn, just
didn't dream,
knocked
just
out.
hibernated for about
Okay,
12 and a half
shut.
hours. So,
All right.
things will happen.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
But
Sometimes you just need it.
boy, howdy did I. But I felt bad, because I let down the people.
Yeah. It was It was a good. I'd say it was a good showing
Okay.
from the ladies. First game ever. So there was that. When we had our first scrimmage, we probably lost like for every one that we scored, they scored two. So, it was probably like a 56-28, 49-28, like that type of vibe.
Yeah.
Um, so wasn't the best showing in the scrimmage, and then you gotta have some conversations with some of the girls. At practice today, we got coach, like, what do I need to do to get more PT? I only played for like the last 2 minutes of the game, and I'm like, yeah, because it was garbage time, and that's
Uh,
kind of it was nice the last 2 minutes, like, so we were down by a touchdown basically all the second half, and then we stopped them on 4th and goal to get the ball back, and then we get a few yards, and then we throw a pick, and then they score again the next time. Like, they get the ball short field, they go and score, they make it 20-7, and there's like basically couple minutes left, so first team O goes back there to try and get some space, whatever. We turn it over, game's GG, 2 minutes left. I'm like, hey, everyone be ready because you're going in.
Your number get
And
called.
and thanks for the coach over there, did a good job. He put his second team O in. So we
Okay.
had twos on, and it was good, and we stopped them right at the end, and it was fun and whatever. So, you got the kids like, how do I get more PT? I'm like, well, you run an 8-second 40. So
So we gotta kind of shorten that a little bit.
there's, and some of the girls get it that like they're not the best.
Right.
And it's a fine balance between, like, it's the first year ever, so you want kids like have a good experience playing flag football. Like, they can't get worse. Like, everyone gets better every day, so that's always nice. Like,
There you
sometimes
go.
when you're coaching for 5, 6, 7 years, like, you're like, dang, we gotten worse? Like, every day is a good day.
There we go.
So I was like, hey, I have like 3 girls that play backer basically, and we rotate them in sometimes because they play a lot of second team defense at practice.
Okay.
The scout team D, right?
Right.
And I'm like, hey, you and this person, this girl, you guys, I can't deny you guys know what to do. You know where you should be. It's just
Got to get there.
athletically we're not there,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna play Rancho
So
and
we got
Etowanda and Chino
Wade.
Hills
Wade.
and Los Osos,
Wade.
Upland.
Sure.
So,
With all due
can't
respect.
put you out there.
I just
We're
can't do it.
losing to Glendora, and we're getting 50 on us by Azusa. I need every athlete I got on the field for as long as there's about 5 girls who are required by law. I made them sign a contract. You are playing every snap of the game.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Now we had a drive where I put some second team, like, it was a drive where that could have blown the game open,
Mhm.
and we got a stop, and it was good, and it was the second teamers in there kind of in the back end. And they got a stop, and it was fun. But there's just girls that because we had track practice after with 2 of the girls who were on the team, 2 of the
Yeah.
better players on the flag football team, and I was like, the guys were practicing, like the football team was practicing, and guys are just making like we when you start like pregame when quarterbacks you'll throw on air, you'll run
Yeah.
a go, you'll run a slant, like everyone will run a little thing, throw it out there, nothing crazy, easy passes.
Just
So
pat
we
and
do
go.
that to start. I'd say 50% balls on the ground.
Yeah. We can't.
Not QB's fault.
Okay.
Just we can't.
Not
Like,
bringing them in.
not bringing them in. One on nothing on air,
The air went in.
looping it to you, freebie, free catch. So then I'm like, hey, we're gonna just stand here and watch because the guys were doing routes on. Well, they were running their play, but just on air,
Yeah.
and they had 3 quarterbacks, so everyone could get the ball thrown to them. Standard football stuff.
Sure.
And guys are just making they're sprinting, catching, normal, just jump, catch, this catch, and normal catch. And then we have one girl on our team who can like jump and catch at the same time. Like, we were doing routes on air, and she had to like jump for one because it was far, and she hit it off of her right hand and then bobbled it to herself and caught it. And I was like, and the girls were like, "What the? Did she just catch?" I'm like, routine.
Routine.
You go,
Just
you make a play on the ball. Let's just catch the ball. And yeah, so that's what we're dealing with. So I talked to some parents at the game. They're like, "Hey, what can I do to get my catch the ball?
Just
Go
that's
in the front yard, catch the rock,
like
because you can't play wide receiver. We have
if you
one
can't
girl
run
who's
catch.
starting wide receiver. She has. I don't think I've seen her catch a pass before.
So an MVS situation.
MVS would go for 800 yards compared to
Oh,
the.
dang.
It would just yeah,
Okay.
like so that's what we're working with, and so there's
Okay.
5 girls who I'm like, hey, you're getting the ball basically every play. You're playing first team D. I
Okay.
might sub you out, probably won't. So
You
be
figure it
prepared.
out.
Yeah.
Drink
Or
Pedialyte.
like
Drink
one of the
water.
kids, one of these transfer kids that came from Mater Dei, he like they zipped one in, like QB zipped one in, corners like reaching over trying to swat it, and he hands catches it away from him, and like perfect ball, perfect. And then the girls were like, "How did he catch? Like he caught that?" Because they thought the DB was all over him. I'm like, "Catch the rock! Like that's how
Just focus on the
football
ball.
looks. Like you can be everyone's in close proximity." The problem on D for us was I set up, hey, we're playing Tampa. Tampa would I call it Tampa Rush.
Okay.
Okay, Tampa Rush. We have our blitzer coming down the middle. We're gonna install palms this week. Okay, we're going cover 4 palms like we have to. That's the only way. Cover 4, 3 underneath, no rusher, because I'm gonna freak out if we get beat deep. So that's what we'll be installing, and then we'll call Raider. We'll go like cover 4 man kind of like
Yeah.
if you have like if your receiver's just if you're kind of ISO'd on one side and you're in cover 4, like you're kind of just in like a man.
You're in a man trail, basically.
You're just in man, bro. Like 20 yards and in red zone. I could stick on your guy and
Yeah.
make it happen. So we're the
Facts.
problem with our underneath people, and I told the corners this. I'm like, safety should be helping you. Sometimes they won't. Like the corners can afford to like drift a little bit more because when in doubt, say they throw like a swing route or an out route. Okay, they catch it for 4 yards and you pull their flag. Like they need
We'll live
20
with that.
yards for a first down. Like
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We'll
so
give
we
that up.
can live with 4 yarders. What I can't live with is my backers starting at 10 and then their depth goes to 12. Or starting at 5 and their depth goes to 12. We keep backpedaling and we never stop. We just keep going.
So we just give everything up.
Oh yeah, if there's a girl running at them, I got to keep backing up. No, they can go by you. It's okay. We plant ourselves.
Oh
Then
shit.
in the second half, I'm like, adjustment, ladies. I've been saying 5 because I knew they'd still backpedal. I'm like, we plant ourselves at 3 yards off the ball. Okay? Because all they're doing is throwing little 5 yarders. That's all they're doing. And then we're still just
Making a
like,
Duncan.
ball is hiked and we just backpedal. I'm like, just couple steps and shuffle your feet, scan, look left, who's coming in my area, this. We're not scanning. We're just eyeballs on QB.
And we're just
And I get you're in zone, so like you want to be kind of looking at the quarterback, but you also need to be like,
head on a swivel.
yeah, because the amount of times our corners will be looking at the quarterback and then someone just hightails it right by, or the safeties will just be looking, and then the guy goes deep, the wideout just runs down the field and we get beat deep. I'm like, we're not looking. We're not looking left or right. So yeah, that's we're gonna install.
Okay.
We're watching film. We have a half day Wednesday, so I'm gonna let the girls go out, leave campus, go get some Chipotle, some Chick-fil-A, whatever you gotta do.
Bud.
Come on back, 1 o'clock film session, and we're breaking this thing down somehow, someway. Only defense, offense. I don't like. We might score, we might not. What we're not gonna do is give up easy yards and free touchdowns when we should be having picks, pick city out there.
Bud.
Because we lost 20-7.
Wow.
Had 3 we threw 3 interceptions. And we're in this we're still in this game. Limit the mistakes.
Yeah.
Just take what's in front of you. QB's getting confused out there, which, she's which is fair. There's a lot to see.
Yeah.
1 month of playing QB. So she's never done it
100%.
before. So it's a lot going on.
That
We
is
got to
a
make it
lot.
simple. 2 yards. Let your athlete go get 5 yards, and then let's run the quarterback. Let's do a reverse. Let's
Make
try
them
some
comfortable.
yeah,
Whatever it needs to be. Some quick game. Get things
something.
out. Ball out her hand. Timing.
Literally anything. So, hopefully we did work on today because we were struggling with they would say you can blitz 2 people, which I think is crazy in 7-on-7 that you can blitz. I mean, maybe 1 rusher, okay, but like in a normal 7-on, like not sending 2 rushers.
That'd be a waste because they just take a knee.
So, like, 2 people run in, and all we did today was the second team D, we kinda helped the offense, is this is the receiver's job, and it's receiver and quarterback. Okay, if say you're the number 3, right?
Mhm.
You're in trips and you're the 3, you're the inside guy,
Yeah.
and the person in front of you and they're blitzing, you go replace
Yeah,
the
you just
blitzer, and
find the
you just
space.
post up,
Yeah.
and quarterback, whoop, dumps it to you, you get 7 yards. That's what they were doing because 'cause they've seen it before, like, they know, they've been playing for a year, they get it.
Right.
And we
Okay.
had we're just gonna run our concepts no matter what happens.
Okay.
We haven't had
I see
time to
it.
install that. So now we're like, "Hey, blitzer comes, you either throw it to the 3 or throw it to the center." This person has to pick between guarding 2 people, look at the center, quick pass to the number 3 who does a little stop route. There's your 7 yards, turns upfield, gets 10. Do that 3 times, first down.
Bingo bango.
Then they gotta sit. And then when they sit, you rip one deep right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We were supposed to have a game Friday, got canceled, so we won't play again until next Wednesday,
Okay.
and we're playing Roosevelt, so, I think they have, like, 100 girls on their team, so
They're gonna be subbing a lot.
we're
It'll be
supposed to play a
fresh.
JV game, like, put the, like, 2nd string
Second
girls
thing.
in there,
Yeah.
but they might lose. Because if Roosevelt's got 100 girls, they probably got 50 that are okay. That
Yeah.
means some of them are I don't know, it could
Coach, it might get ugly.
we only got 25, so
Coach, you might have to suit up.
could be so we'll see. And
Yeah.
then we have a big game. This is scheduled on the schedule. City rivalry. I mean, technically not for us, but it's Laverne, St. Lucy's versus Bonita under the lights, 7 p.m. Saturday night at Damien. $5 admission,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up
snack
coupon.
bar, the whole deal. Lights
Oh,
on. I'm getting a clipboard, and we're
yeah.
dialed in. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Hey,
So we'll
that's a big
see.
one.
I don't know how good they are. So Ayala skunked Azusa 19-0.
Okay.
Azusa just beat Glendora today by 1 point,
Damn. Okay.
27-26, and we lost to Azusa by. We wouldn't have lost that bad, but like Azusa was better than us. I don't know if they were athlete wise, but we just don't really have O right now. So I
Right.
need to keep. I don't know who like Bonita's gonna play somebody soon. Someone just beat the crap out of Northview. But like Glendora beat the crap out of Upland. We play Upland twice in our league.
You
Like,
guys, it sounds like you hung with Glendora pretty well.
oh,
So
we had a chance. Like we were scoring to tie the game halfway through the second half. Like 10 minutes left, we're first and goal.
okay, so
And we missed the wheel route. And then we tried to throw the wheel route on the fourth down because we told her it was there, and then they
oh
covered
well.
it on the fourth. So
I mean,
and
we can't just
yeah,
we can't just
like it's
announce it
there.
there and then call it again.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, it was
Uh,
kind of like we just ran the same route, and then she
right.
stared it down. She didn't throw it. She went back to something else. But if she would have stared it down the first time, which she was supposed to, that was the read, was the wheel
Oh,
out the back, and would have. The problem is right now is, you know, running back's going to do a wheel.
right.
Corner is planting themselves on the goal line, not moving though. We have someone full speed versus a
Just back shoulder.
stationary corner. Throw it to the back pylon, she catches it. QB thinks, I see person there. Can't throw it there. You know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't play quarter. She doesn't know.
I
Whereas
think
you can throw like, hey, she's running a wheel. You
you could throw her open.
throw it over that person's head, back pylon, our girl runs and catches it, but she sees a person there and a safety and she's like doesn't trust her arm enough to like make that happen. It's just how it goes. It's
You could also to kind of help her like get through that without throwing it over the top is let her know she could throw that back shoulder too, because then she's in front of the goal line. So you get
especially to
fourth
the girl
down
that
out
we
of
were
two.
supposed to throw it to because she's our best player and she can she's the girl that can make a tip ball catch. She's the one that got the pick six.
Okay.
Jumped right in front, 80-yard pick six. So I was like, okay,
Okay.
we're
We
looking
got
good.
something.
Yeah. So
Okay. I told you, Coach, if you need some offensive shit, I'm always football junkie.
yeah.
I'd be happy to help the team out in any way I can. Um, Just love football. You know,
Just love ball.
yeah. Sometimes ball hurts you though. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like your love for it can just rip your
sometimes
heart out.
there's a play where we because I'm in the background of it,
Yeah.
and it's they run like a little like maybe like a 15-yard stop route with their wide out. It was like it's supposed to be like a vertical, but they kind of can't throw it that far, so they stop. And
Okay.
it's somehow like our safety's supposed to be over the top. It's a floater ball. And I'm like, Abby, hear it. Like I'm looking at the ball. It's like far side, and I'm like, and you can hear me in the back. I'm like, Abby, pick that. Abby does not pick that. It goes like this because she just takes a bad angle and just doesn't see it. Our corner's supposed to pass off something vertical, but the route wasn't that far, so it's like a little like
It's a gray
weird.
area.
It's a little hole
Little
shot thing,
mix.
right?
Yeah.
They did a cover 2 hole shot and they got us. It was a floater ball though, so safety should have
It's not
wrapped over the
really
top.
whole shot.
It was a freebie, I swear. And I'm like, and you could hear me, Abby, pick that, and then she does it, and the girl's taking off down the sideline, and you literally see me on the sideline, and I'm hands on knees, just like looking down, and then I look up because our corner tracks it down, pulls flag 5-yard line, and then we get a pick six to score. So I'm like, hey, that's why you always run it. Don't stop because we wouldn't have scored. If
Yeah.
Kira didn't chase the girl down and pull her flag at the 5-yard line, we wouldn't have got a chance to stop them again. So it worked out, but you literally just see me on the sideline, head between my legs, just like, oh no. And then
That's the
because the head
best.
coach was like, she caught her, and I was like, what? And I'm like, still should have been a pick six. We should have been going the other way with that one, or at least knock it down.
Uh,
It was so
are we?
funny though.
I that's the signature that my parents always talk about when we were in junior All-American from
Yeah.
your dad. Like he'd dial up the perfect play and it just wouldn't hit. And my mom said you'd see Mr. Shanks go here and just
Yeah.
just defeat it. And
Yeah,
just
so on film, the girls know that they have film on Wednesday, and I don't know if they're looking forward to it, which is good. That's how
that's
you're supposed to
good.
feel going into film because you know those
Yeah.
like 3 plays where you're like, no, man, he's gonna see it. Like,
Don't call
yes, I
me out
am.
and
I'm like, unfortunately, there's gonna be like every play where something went wrong. So like, it's gonna be interesting. So we'll see.
I love that. You know what? Like you said, you gotta not that you have to dread film, but you shouldn't go into it comfortable.
No,
Especially if you just got beat. If you win,
facts.
yeah, you can go into film, be comfortable, but like we're losing and we're letting whole shots of
Whole shot
pretty
floater. We
dramatic
can't.
for that.
Yeah, we can't have a floater whole shot.
I can't
If
have
she
Trey
rips that
Young
thing
floating
in
that
cover
shit.
2 and she rips something down the sideline, okay.
You gotta live with that as any coordinator.
GG, we're losing this game because I haven't seen a girl do that yet.
Yeah,
But if we're getting a floater and it's like just
pick that. Let's just let that
knock it
thing.
down, knock that thing
That's it.
down,
Sure.
please.
uh,
We'll get
well,
there.
yeah, that'll be the thing. Later on in the series, we'll find out. Hey, that play where we got a whole shot on it. Now we're knocking that thing down, or we're picking
Yeah.
it.
Now, if there's trips right, one receiver left, we're going to palms, we're going quarters. Okay, you're just gonna stick with her. Safety can help middle because realistically, if it's say it's trips right, okay, 3, the snapper is a eligible
Right,
receiver,
right.
and then you have one person on the left, quarterback, running back. Say running back is on the single receiver side, right?
Yeah.
You're in trips. So we have 4 under, right? You have a corner. So say the corner on the trip side, hey, I'm going to take everything deep middle if we're in quarters. This person will probably hit the flat, the like right backer. Your middle backer is probably over because they're in trips.
Yeah.
Okay, your left
Already spread.
backer is probably now middle, probably over or probably just
The running
shadow
back.
lining up on top of the running back.
Yeah.
Safety. Now, this is the thing where we would be getting screwed because I'd have them in cover 2. So this safety would feel like they'd have to stay over on the single receiver side.
Yeah.
Whereas we can line you up more middle to take away the 3 doing a seam, or for you to come up and if we send a rusher, you come up and help on the stop route on the
Yeah.
center. And
Filling
we
the
just
plays.
leave our corner, say you are in cover 4. It's just basically man. And if they run the swing to the running back, it needs to be the backer and the safety come down and we yell swing route and then you can leave your person, you can come down. But I probably just have the DB line up. Like I'd probably have the DB on the trip side play more press.
Yeah.
Like 3 yards off. And I'd probably have the DB on the far side say, hey, we're gonna if it's ever single receiver,
Give a little
back that thing up.
Yeah.
And
No
if
cushion.
we'll go about 8 yards deep. and we'll just kind of backpedal, just see everything. Those are things that we got to install, but
Because
it's
I'm
hard to
thinking about
it's
it.
hard
Like,
to do. It's hard to do a lot at practice. This is why, because typically it's very rare that people are going both ways in tackle football, right? Like you'll have
right,
your best kid that might play offense defense, but
right.
typically you're not. Here we got 5 girls that are going both ways. They have to be the receiver and the DBs.
Well, they
So
got
it's
a lot
hard
to
to
learn.
get enough like they've never played football. Now they have to learn offense and defense. So it's like
That's
it's
a
a
lot.
lot and you don't have enough practice time because like you want to work with them on defense, but they need to be on the first offense is probably more I can teach you defense roughly, like,
Right.
but oh, you got to know what you're doing out there, like, yeah. So that's where we're at.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. Like, if you're where you're talking about the skill level is of this flag football, just because it's like really brand new. The odds that you're going to get a team that lines up in trips and they're not throwing to the trip side and they're just going to
It's
bang a
rare,
hitch route backside is so rare.
rare, unless they do like a
Like,
swing to their running back and they want
right.
space, which is
Could
like
have that.
sure. But I'd like our chances because there's no blocking, so you don't have to worry.
Right.
Like as long as you
Full
identify,
flag.
which is why you want the corner deeper so they can see it. They don't have to worry about like turning and running with the DB or with the receiver and taking them out of the play.
Yeah.
It's like that's a quick little screen. Like if people are doing like a swing route and then that running back does a double pass, it's like, okay, bro, GG go
GG,
next.
you
Like
got it.
if we're doing double pass, which Glendora tried, they couldn't really do it effectively. Well, you'd like to think we'd be sound enough. Our safeties are okay, the two that are decent with like corner can fly up for the swing and then
Safety
safety
will
should
take
come
the deep.
over and just try and help on that deep route. And if they chuck it 30 yards, it's like, okay, bro,
GG.
we're not winning this game anyway. So
Let's go.
yeah,
Let's scrap that.
let's warm these buses up and get on out of here.
Were the Hinojos twins coaching on the other side?
No, they were not.
Oh, I didn't know if it was you versus the duo. I was like,
No,
oh,
it
he's in
wasn't.
a
No.
fucking master class here.
So they had some good girls, but like, we could be good enough.
Gotcha. The
And
potential's there.
there's more that we can do too with like blitzing. Like the quarterback was a lefty. Let's blitz her left arm. Instead of just blitzing center and letting her roll left, let's line up our rush to the right a little bit, blitz her left arm. She's always going to want to throw into it. Like so
Force her to roll to the
she
right.
can't roll to that side, make her go right.
That's the hardest throw in football.
Little things like that are like always. So whenever we play a righty, I'm going to hey, blitz her, line up a little bit left, and we'll angle it because either you're going to run at them or she's going to try and roll and she's going to roll right into you. So we'll get there. But there's
I
only
like
like
that.
4 people that kind of like understand. Like some of the girls are just like, I'm saying things and
It's gibberish.
I don't know
No
what you're talking.
language.
Coach, I don't know what you're talking about. Am I supposed to cover this girl? Yes, but then if she goes past 10, you got to pass her off. What are you talking about? And then there'll be a swing route and I'll be like, "Hey, once ball is in air, you go to ball." And she's like, "But I thought you said I backpedal." And I'm like, "No, when the ball is in play, we go pull a flag." She's like, "But you said that nothing gets behind me, so I'm just gonna stand here until the runner gets to me, and then I pull it." No, you can go now.
Oh.
So, but there's like 5 people who get it, and they can run and go pull a flag. So that's why it's hard to get some of these other girls in the game because they just are like,
Yeah.
I
We
thought
gotta
you
get the
said I'm
fundamentals
covering
down.
my zone, so you have like your backside safety when when they're on the far side, they're like, well, this is my zone. I'm like, ball's in play. We got to go pull a
Ball's
flag.
over there.
Ball's over there. Follow ball, not at this point. So yeah,
Okay, so we're
we're getting there.
it's interesting hearing and trying to think about like the football that we learned in what like 8 years compressed into like 2 months. Just
Because
right here.
and it takes time. Like eventually, girls will be. We played against some girls growing up who were good, but you
Yeah,
have to just be in it. They were never played it, so you don't know. Like
yeah.
there is a severe lack of the ability to run and catch a ball at the same time for girls. They cannot do it. Few and far between can run, see, catch, jump, catch at the same time. Can't do it. It's crazy. Like if you came out and watched
Yeah.
the hand-eye like tracking of ball, bad.
I think
Like really bad.
I think we need to get. I don't remember. I think they'll probably sell them at Dick's Sporting Goods, but they're called reaction balls. You know what I'm talking about? The little yellow one.
Mhm.
It's got like 5 different points on it,
Mhm.
and just throw that against the wall and just practice
Yeah.
catching that sucker.
I
Might
told
be
him, I
a good
said,
deal
get a
for the team.
football and just walk. This is what I did growing up. I just walk around with the ball in
Yeah,
my
just lay on the
house.
couch and just throw it up
Throw it
and
up,
catch
bounce it off
it.
the wall.
Catch
My
it.
favorite thing to do was throw the ball, top of the garage, let it roll down. Gotta go somewhere, right? You throw it up, let the ball, it's bouncing this way, and then it bounces to the left. You gotta go catch it to the left last second. That's drill.
Yeah, that
Just
is a good
like
one.
see ball, get ball.
See
I
ball,
remember
get ball.
I was like 10 years old. I'm in the front yard doing blind back shoulder, like over the head catches with my dad. Like I'm running, and he'd say ball, and I'd have to like look up, like blind as
Yeah.
a 10-year-old. You know, go out in the front yard with your father. He'll love it. There's
Oh,
nothing he'll love more.
they'll get so
Playing
much free
catch with
dough.
a sweet girl.
Sweet, sweet girl. Because they'll be like, Coach, what you did with those girls?
What you do with them. Honestly, the head AD, the guy who I report to and work with, he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
defense looked good. I'm like, bro, I was dialing it. I was trying. At least I was trying shit, bro.
Hey,
We made
Coach,
adjustments
do we have a
because we would
pencil behind
rush,
the
then we
ear?
wouldn't rush. I tell her, hey, just man up. Because at the second half, they were killing us with the center pop pass in the middle. They just replaced the rusher. And I
Okay.
told our rusher, who's our best athlete, I said, you guard 13 for the rest of the game. Man up. I don't care where she goes. Pick six. I was like, there we go. Perfect.
Take their easy
And she
read.
just stepped right in front of it and caught it and went. And I was like, okay, here we go. We just got a lot of short field defense. You know, can't hold up short fields like that all the time.
Right. Right. No, it makes sense. I'm trying to think. So, are you the D coordinator? Do we have pencil behind ear? Are we chewing a lot of
I had
gum?
nothing in my hands this time, honestly, because I don't have a lot of like calls. We're just in Tampa Rush or Tampa nothing. Yeah. I need to get some
Tampa
calls
two.
though. There's only about a couple things. I was trying to get them at the end of the first half because there was about a minute left. And Glendora was trying to, late in the half, and I was trying to get us into quarter. I was trying to get us into the only thing they know is Seattle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Three.
Seattle's cover 3, so
Yeah.
3 deep, the corners go deep. But I was trying to get us to comprehend, hey, we're doing Seattle, but we're just putting an extra
And the fourth.
safety back there.
Yeah.
We couldn't get it. I'm like, just everyone back up and just
Create a
keep
picket
everything in front of
fence.
you. Yes, keep everything in front of you, please. And sometimes too, of like, if it's 4th and goal
Yeah.
from they're on the 15, back up.
Put your heels on the
Put your heels on the
fucking end zone.
goal line.
Yeah.
Okay, or maybe you don't have to go that deep. You can like stay at like
The
the
5, sure.
5 or something, but like,
You know where they have to go.
they have to get into the end zone. That's
It
where
don't
they are
matter if they catch it
required
in
by
front.
law to get to the end zone, or else it is our ball. So why are we playing 3 yards off the ball? And I tell you to back up, you take 1 step back, and then you just run forward. It's like, okay, we're chalked.
We're afraid my controller DC'd. I see. Okay, sure. Uh, well, we'll look forward to hearing more about that in the upcoming weeks. It can only get better.
Yeah,
So,
I'd like to think.
and you got to think, you're coming up to more NFL preseason. College football is going to start, so these girls can watch that with dad, and
Mm-hmm.
high school football starting. So,
Sure.
get all those things going. Um, do we even want to go into any preseason, or do we just not give a fuck?
I don't give 2 shits if I'm being honest with you.
I hear you. Okay. Um, do we want to go through COD first, or do we want to go to literally, I think, the story of the week from what my sources are saying?
Let's go story of the week, I guess. I mean,
Story of the week, great choice, actually. There's been a lot of speculation our IE Sleeper League, I'll tell you what, you cannot say that we don't have a
yeah.
production built here because, Jersey Shore's got nothing on us.
No,
This shit is
we're
it's
making it happen
constantly
here.
going. There was a bit of a snafu, maybe a little bit of a conundrum, as Pete Thamel would say,
Mm-hmm.
in the scheduling for when the fantasy draft is going to take place, and it was brought to the commissioner's attention.
Yep.
That three members, three GMs,
Yep.
were unable to make the time that was set originally. Before we had kind of a meeting to kind of figure out what the hell we're doing. So, group chat, here we go. We're just going to send the commissioner, hey, can't make it there. Going to be poolside in Vegas with a drink, probably, fucking schmammered. So,
Yes.
will not
More
work.
than likely, yeah.
We're gonna need to find another time.
Yeah.
And I did not expect the backlash that happened, but I'm still confused as to
Everyone went
what it
rogue.
was. Yeah, everyone just kind of picked something. It
Yeah.
was like
Everyone's pissed about something.
we all just said something to be pissed about, so it
Yeah.
was like just trading blows back and
Yeah.
forth. Um, I'm not sure what happened, but on that fateful night, I was eating a nice steak dinner at my girlfriend's house. I
Mm.
mean, beautiful
Oh, yeah.
smoked steak. I mean,
It's good stuff right there.
we weren't able to get the tomahawks, but we got the next best thing, which was
Sure.
the cowboys. So same cut,
Okay.
just a shorter bone. And then we got,
Okay.
the filet mignon, and then you get your strips. You know what I'm saying? You just get
Yep.
your New Yorks, all the shebang.
All the essentials.
Yeah, potatoes. You
Sure.
get your zucchini. You get yeah, you're good. So I'm sitting there, and my phone is blowing up to the point where I actually thought for a second Apple brought my phone to life because it felt like it had a heartbeat.
Okay.
So I'm at the dinner table. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just gotta check what's going on. And it's like 58 messages, just
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang. I'm like, okay. So I see all the what's mixing in this bowl here.
Sure.
Everything's in the stir fry going crazy. And I realized being a stooge, I hadn't checked what was going on. So I'm like, well, I gotta let the commissioner know that I'm in the same predicament as far as that not working. I didn't know that was gonna add a little bit more kerosene to the fire.
Yeah.
So now, instead of us being in the stir fry, this shit is just gonna blaze. Like I
Yeah.
just poured some white wine on the fucking pot on the
Yeah.
stove, and it's just going up.
Going crazy.
Um, and we'll probably get a full 2-minute report later. Still not sure if there was a lot of trolling involved, whether there was some seriousness. I'm still not 100% sure, and I'm sure maybe I can get Pete Thamel on the case, and he can figure out what's going on. I believe we've come to a resolution as to when the draft is, but then I saw that
Yeah,
there's
I
more
mean, it could be
discussion.
Sunday at noon, could be Sunday at 4.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know, cause I guess, Sauce Boys at fucking Dodger game or some shit,
I did see, yeah.
in theory, it's not like we couldn't draft from Vegas, we could
We
do it
could. We
on a
could.
Saturday. The only problem with my flight lands at 12:50, one delay, it's Cheech.
It's geez, you're getting auto picked.
One just we had to wait at extra 15 at the tarmac, and then hey, we had to circle once. You land, you know how your phone is when you land, sometimes it doesn't
Oh
insta
yeah.
come back to life for you with the service, and then it's I missed my first 2 picks, and it's just
I'm shocked.
yeah.
It's
So I'm not if it would have just so happened to be at a 3 p.m., it's okay, fuck it, I guess we got to do it. But
yeah,
you know,
I agree.
25th is, good. The only thing about 4 is if we put it to 4 is me and Kyle are in a sleeper league draft
Ooh.
at 3 o'clock on Sunday. That Sunday, it's a dynasty. It's a 12-team dynasty auction league.
I don't even know what that means.
So that's a very involved process. Basically, there's a draft order, and what the draft order means is the first guy, this guy Donnie B, he will select a player that we are going to auction on. Everybody gets $200,
Okay.
and say he's I want to auction off McCaffrey. Everyone puts a bid in, dollar at a time. $20 for McCaffrey, $30 for McCaffrey. How much you putting on? How much you want McCaffrey? And you do that for every player. So quite
That's
a process.
it's gonna take some math.
3, ours is at 4. Me and Kyle might be in it. It's I could do both. Obviously, it's possible. Ours isn't too complex to where
Right.
it be that crazy, but gonna be a lot of. I'm gonna need to be planted. Desk monitors. Here we go.
Butts and seats.
Lock.
Checking both sides here.
I don't know if I can be involved in they want to do a fucking Zoom bullshit.
Yeah,
Or Anthony wants everyone to come over. Bro, I gotta be on this shit too. I need 2 monitor. I gotta be locked in. Especially if this stays at 3 p.m., which it probably will because we all voted on it. So it's just kind of what it is. That one. Well, technically, it got tied between a 5 p.m. Eastern and a 3 p.m. Eastern. Either way, if ours is at 4, fucked either way. I mean, maybe if ours was at 4 and this one's at 5, then ours shouldn't be too crazy long.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay. So that
gonna be
circumstance change.
yeah. Yeah, we'll see
But
if that actually happens.
I did see the big talk of the town was who's going to be the keepers for Caleb's Casa,
Yep.
who's coming back. And
Sure.
again, we might rebrand after the draft. We don't know. We are always about adapting our name,
Yep.
and likeness and image,
Sure.
just trying to make sure things are good to go. But there were some names floated around, so I figured I'd kind of add these boys to a list here.
Yep.
So we got some great options. Kind of an honorable mention that was thrown in there, Justin Tucker. I mean, hey, he is a great kicker, but I
Can't keep
you know,
kicking.
Intel's telling me
Yeah.
he's
Shouldn't be
chopped,
doing that.
so
Yeah.
not going to be there. But you got Lamar Jackson, who was the MVP of last year. You got Mike Evans, great X receiver.
Mhm.
Baker's number one target. Never know. Justin Jefferson, at one point was the number one receiver. Now he's got
Yep.
quarterback issues going on, but history's shown he's still getting 1,000 yards with Nate Sudfeld as his quarterback. So that's
Yep.
if you can make that work, I'm thinking we can find something here. And then you got Josh Jacobs, who's an interesting pick. Just went over to Green Bay Packers. So I'm going to go one by one and just kind of give a reason why I'd keep all of them.
Mhm.
Just kind of give a little
Yeah.
something. I mean, Lamar Jackson, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think he was top 3 in quarterback fantasy points, pretty sure, for the year.
Really?
I think so, for quarterback production. I think that's what everything has been saying. If not, he's like top 4 or 5. One
Mhm.
of those, like he's in that top 5 area. Rushing ability is great. Now you got a question: if they have Derrick Henry, is he going to be running the ball less, or as devil's advocate, does that open the read option more? And so teams are so afraid of Derrick Henry keeping it, he just walks off the
Sure.
edge, touchdown factor goes
There
up.
you go.
Zay Flowers is going to be taking a step forward, so that helps Lamar. So does his passing increase as
Okay.
well.
Sure.
But what's going on with Mark Andrews? After his injury, is he going to be taking a step back? Does that open up
Mhm.
the field for Likely? So he'll throw the ball downfield to his tight end even
Could.
more. Their offensive line is obviously godlike, so Lamar should have time to throw. Um, so that's kind of on one side, and their defense is really good, so he'll probably get a lot of short fields.
Yeah.
So you factor that in. Then you look at Mike Evans. Some have said he's the dark horse to win you a league. He's the difference maker.
Yep.
Baker's number one receiver. He's one pass play away from going for like 60 yards into the house.
Yeah.
So deep threat, phenomenal. Baker is a quarterback who's known for taking risks. Like he loves throwing that ball up to Mike Evans. Loves it.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I have also heard, that they're saying at their camp that they're bringing Godwin more into the fold with this offense. He's going
Sure.
to be in the slot. So is Baker going to be smart with the football and kind of take a dink and dunk approach, or is he just going to keep slinging that fucking pill?
Good.
Could be, could be. Going on down to Justin Jefferson, like I said, 1,000-yard receiver. Um, Arguably one of the top 3 receivers when he's healthy. I don't even think that's arguable. That's
Yeah.
pretty much
That's
fact.
yeah.
Um, I'm hearing Sam Darnold is probably gonna continue to be his quarterback. I have always been a guy who thinks Sam Darnold's pretty good. I think he hasn't been the same since he played old Bill Belichick a long time ago when
No.
he was at the Jets. Something happened up here.
Yeah.
Bill took a piece of his soul. Um, but in terms of getting the ball to Jefferson, I think Sammy D can get him the rock. Um, their running game doesn't make me think that they're just going to run the rock the entire time. So you got to think, good production from a great player should continue as long as he's healthy. Um, and you got the outlier. You got Jacobs. Jacobs is an interesting piece.
Yeah.
Goes over from the Raiders to Green Bay. Green Bay just paid their quarterback
Hella
Love
cash.
to be the top paid quarterback. So you're thinking you're going to sling that pill with all the weapons. You also got to take into account his groin injury. And
Yeah.
as you know, that lingers and it keeps popping up over and over
I'd
again.
say I think it's for me fairly
Yeah.
clear that you gotta keep Evans and Jefferson.
Okay.
That's
Sure.
what I think.
Sure.
Then it's
Okay.
between Lamar and Jacobs.
Okay. Interesting.
I think it just depends how many other quarterbacks get kept.
Good point.
Like, if everyone's keeping QBs, then you'd keep Lamar. If only like Josh Allen and like Hurts and Mahomes are kept, and then there's like all these other, then maybe you don't and you keep a good running back. That's the thing that you like. I think receivers are the most important position in fantasy. So
That's what I was
I
thinking,
think
man.
you got to keep
Yeah.
2 good receivers.
That's what I'm
Like
thinking
that's what I
because
think.
so
That's why I'm
so if
keeping Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, 2 good receivers. Then I have Kyron, so that's pretty easy. Like it's an
right.
easy pick.
My thought process was looking at the new way that our league is with the 2 extra flexes.
Mhm.
Now, those aren't super flexes, right? You can't have quarterback.
Nope,
It's
just
just at okay.
flexes.
Okay, making sure about
So
that.
2 running backs, 2 receivers, 2 flex.
Okay.
So technically, I think it'll just end up being the same thing
Right.
where you're gonna play receivers.
That's what I'm
You
kind
could
of thinking,
you could play 4
and
receivers are the most in a
y-
PPR. You got to have receivers. Like you need one good running back, and you can get by with another guy that's going to average you 12 points a game. But you need receivers.
the NFL is looking more like a 7-on-7 league
Oh
every
yeah,
single
we
year.
are slinging the
So
pill.
it's air raid. So
Yes. Listen.
it's you can make a good case for all of them. Like you said, if no one's keeping quarterbacks, yeah, it'd be
Yep.
you got to think about throwing Lamar back in, keeping those 3. Sorry, Tucker, great guy,
Mhm.
but not going to make it. And then you go from there. But yeah, I figured that's an interesting who's a keeper. I think I do know my choice, and I think we've laid out some good options for it though. And that's kind of the thing is you kind of always want to weigh out the
Is this
options.
a real breaking news from 4 hours ago?
Which one?
Per sources close to Caleb Costa's camp, the first overall pick has been narrowed down to the guys below.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it's
not sure
Marvin
where that
Harrison
information
Jr.,
came from.
Derrick Henry, Malik Neighbors, and Cooper Kupp. I mean, that's probably like fair
I
to
mean,
whoever was gonna. I mean, those are going to be the guys. So
to be fair, Cooper Cup did win me my league about 5 years ago.
yeah.
So can't shit on Coop. But I'm not sure where that information came from. I will say that. I
Are
don't
you?
usually
Would you
leak too
would you
much.
dispute that information?
I would say that it's partly accurate.
I'd say it's fairly close. I
Partly.
mean, it's Marvin. Like if Marvin Harrison, feel like unless someone just doesn't keep somebody who we're like, what the hell? Why wouldn't you
Right.
keep him? Like for my money, it's like it's hard. Like he is going to be the wide receiver 1 on the
On
on
the
the
Cardinals?
Cardinals, I think, and I
Yeah,
can't
you got to
imagine they
think.
don't throw it to him. It's not like Kyler's a bad quarterback, so
No, and he'll get the ball to him on like
yeah.
he'll get him volume touches like
Oh,
slants,
sure.
gut now
Sure.
screens and shit. So yeah, it's I would say that information's fairly accurate.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I saw what the group chat was going with. I
Okay.
appreciate the commissioner reaching out to make sure that I got my keepers in on time. I do appreciate that.
Yep. Good shit.
Um, but
Just
you
looking after you.
also
That's all.
I appreciate that. I don't believe it, but I appreciate it. Uh, but I also you don't want to give your hand away too quick.
Sure.
Sometimes you just want to make people tweak just with the time they got.
Yeah.
Just all the
I like that.
options
I
and
like
just
that.
all the things that can happen. You know. So we'll see. I might submit my keepers tonight. I might not. I got 2 more days, might just kind of keep mulling things over. We'll see. But that'd be a good time.
Mhm.
Good little information there. Okay. Uh, do we want to head into EWC?
Do you have anything like? I mean, we can. I mean, I don't have like
All
a thing up, but
all I will say is Optic had
we
one
got
of
shit on.
the greatest choke jobs I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, they were frying map 1, and then
They fried map 1 twice.
and I was like, oh,
2
what
times they fried it.
what happened here?
Yeah,
Boys started getting shit on.
I honestly think when they got to the control and when they lost the control and they had to force map 5 from map 4 in some base,
Yeah.
the way they were ego challenging was like they just don't want to play this game anymore. Like they're in
Oh yeah.
P2 sub base
They're in
holding
they're in hell
base
spawns. They're
port.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, boys, let's get on
yeah.
home.
Let's get on first class. Let's go
Yeah,
home. Get ready
we're
for the
good.
alpha.
We've done enough.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. No,
Like
I
Shotzi.
definitely.
Shotzi's like, I played this Omni movement and now I'm gonna play this. Oh hell no, I'm
Yeah,
out.
fuck that. I hate that shit.
It's unfortunate he did get shit on pretty bad
Yeah,
in
he had
that
a bad.
series.
Yeah, he had a really bad series, which was odd because he had been frying for
Yeah,
basically
but
in all the other matches he was frying too. So he just had a
Asia had bad series.
Sometimes you pull out half bad series. Like games.
Sure, it happens. Yeah, I mean the boys they got a chip this year. I didn't.
Oh
We
yeah,
thought
I
they were
mean,
gonna get third in champs.
who gives a fuck? These guys won the world champs. Like
Yeah, and I
honestly, I thought they'd flame out. They got to like semifinal. Like if they're on the other side and they got to play Thieves or like Seattle, you probably make the final. You never know what happens. Best of 7. Maybe you regain. Maybe you don't.
that's what I'm thinking when they had
Yeah.
Optic and because Optic and
They had
FaZe
to play
should
New
have been the
York and then
championship.
FaZe, and it's like New York trolled, so then they had to like play the other side, and it's like, bro, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it was. It's just a bad draw. Like you said,
Yeah.
if you get Seattle before, then you get FaZe and New York having to face each other. One of them beats each other off, and now
Yeah.
we're in the championship.
They do what?
Excuse me.
Well,
They do what?
I hear you.
You hear that? Okay.
Some good shit.
Speaking of good shit, playing rank play yesterday
Mhm.
with old Blick.
You guys play late night?
Yeah, I wish I was streaming. We hit the bots first, hit a nice little
Yep.
150. We
Okay.
didn't have Dashy Jr. To give honor to you, but let me just say I was putting on a show for as Dashy
Okay.
Jr. Jr. I
Alright.
was
You're
I
ripping
was
shit?
shooting. Oh, we had.
We were playing a lot like yesterday.
He was telling me about the cheaters that you guys ran into
Oh,
on high rise control.
bro,
He said
dog. If those guys were legit, they should have been at EWC. Like when I tell you, I was just like, there's no way. Like, obviously, we're not as good. We don't play
Sure.
every day, but I'm like, these guys aren't that good. Like, nobody's that much better than me that I've never heard of. And like, we're just getting farmed. And they were all solo basically, because then we kept running into them. Because we would block them and then we'd somehow run into them and they would be in solo. So they just like, bro, I was like, what are we doing here? Shit is checking me. Checking my dope.
You told me about that, and then we hopped on, and so we played an S&D on Rio, and we lost 6-4. Our teammate unfortunately joined the agency.
Mm.
It was more than just a triple donut, though. He had a 0 score.
Oh,
So we
score.
head to
So
the
he did nothing.
post game. Well,
Sure.
we head to the post game, and he had 540 damage in
Okay.
10 rounds.
Okay.
So not
Yeah.
giving the boys much. So we go to requeue, and I'm like, "There's no way we get teamed with this guy again, right? Like, there's no way." I'm like,
Yeah.
"If we get a respawn, we could win." So we get Vista HP, and we see, lo and behold, who's in our team? Same shit rat.
Sure.
I'm like, "Hey, we got to turn up. Like, we have to turn up." So I think after the first 2 hills, I had 8 in a row. I got my cruise. I'm like trying my best to get things going. I think after the first rotation, I had like 13 or 14, and we're like in a
Mhm.
contested game. It's like 95 to 92 or something. And then all of a sudden, from P4 to like the other P1, bro, I'm
Yep.
just in flow state. And
Okay.
I end up finishing with 30 kills, a minute and a half in point, and I got, I think, 3 cruise missiles.
Oh, shit. You're fine.
I don't even, I saw that the shitter teammate was next to me, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
cannot leave you in hills, so I
We
just no
gotta
child
lock in.
shit.
Gotta lock in here.
The amount of dope I went to sleep with is unmatched.
Oh, yeah.
And I
That's
was
good
shit
shit.
talking like crazy. It said if we're on the main stage, oh my god, I'm getting
Yeah.
fined.
Don't chill out.
I'm getting fined. But it's always good when you get that.
Yeah,
So
it's good
the key
shit.
for me, I cannot go into rank cold. I wish I could. I know you can. I cannot. I have to shoot some bots.
Yeah, you gotta rip a few.
I got to get the
Normally, it
PP.
takes me 1 map to get warm, so I'll just, like, eat it, and I'll be like, "Okay, hopefully I don't get, like, fried," and it normally goes okay,
Sure.
and then I'm
Sure.
good. But we were going, like, back and forth. We would play, like, Rebirth, and then, like, fucking Jake's cat DC'd him
I
from
heard
the
about that.
turned his shit off, so then he had an hour suspension, so we gotta go back to the island. And
Yep.
then we were about to play whatever map, and then we're like, "Ah, man, we don't want to play this map. Who wants to take the bullet for us?" Corb's like, "Oh, I'll take the bullet. I'll probably have like a 3-minute suspension." Takes the bullet, has a 30-minute,
Sure.
so have to go back to the island. We're just going back and forth. Yeah, she was hilarious.
Holy shit, dude. I love that. So it's always good when you get the dope. Trying to figure out where the hell the Twitter stoogery ended. Where did the shit end? I should pull it up. And I'm trying another one of those protein cookies, and I think this
Okay.
one is. So I can say I tried the orange creamsicle
Yep.
poppy, solid.
Okay. Yep.
Still trying to figure out the proper way to heat up the pre-made dinners from Sprouts. So
Yep.
have the chicken parm family style or family size.
Sure.
It's just 2 chicken breasts and some pasta. Like it's not for a family. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just one man. I can't eat just like 500 calories for dinner. Okay, it's
Sure.
just not in my nature.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me try to use this reheat setting on my toaster oven. Like,
Yep.
let's see what this thing will do. Cooks it, but kind of makes the pasta little crunchy. Little
Okay.
crunchy. So
Yeah.
gotta still fine tune that. So we'll get to that. But this it's peanut butter chocolate chip. It's not bad. It's not as bad as the Snickerdoodle.
Okay.
That shit was like eating a piece of tiramisu and just inhaling cocoa powder. I don't know if you heard it in the last episode. I'm coughing up a storm. I mean, you think I'm a smoker just losing it. So that's kind of the combo we're going with, ripping a nice little Gatorade in the water. I'm not really sure why. I got the only bag of water. This is the first water in the bag that actually stands up. And what I mean by that is I'll put it on something and it just tips over. I'm like, okay, that's
Sounds good.
great. Thank you. Sure.
For nothing. Sure.
What was this one? I can't remember. So we're just gonna start with Carson Beck signed an NIL deal with a private jet company.
Did he now?
I don't even want to watch a video. Why?
Signing with it. Okay. Hey, you gotta get your cash. I hope you can nowadays.
Trying to imagine
These kids, man.
it's like Ferrari making a car commercial, which
And then having the Georgia guys be in it.
it could do that. Could do that. That's probably why they don't make commercials. But
oh yeah,
it's just I'm trying to think of from the private jet company's perspective. Like nobody, like I'd admit, I'm not a millionaire, so maybe there's a millionaire. It's like, oh well, if it's good enough for Carson Beck, it's good enough for me.
Yes.
So maybe that's
could be.
Like I get the Canes, maybe a Chick-fil-A or maybe something like that, Burger King. Normal folks go there, but this one's just a little bit out of range. I did hear that there's possibly someone who's going to take a chance on Daniel Jones this year in our draft. So we'll see. We'll see if someone's brave enough, if that intel's coming through correctly.
Got a snack delivery.
Oh shit.
Let's see.
Did you tip the delivery?
Yeah. Mom says hi.
Hi, Mom.
How many can I take?
Take the whole thing.
Yeah, I would take the whole
thing.
I'll take these two. There we go. All right. We got
Mom.
Got one of these little brownie bite thingies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we got this little lemony snicket type of vibe.
Lemony snicket, and I'm not talking Jim Carrey.
I'm talking series of fortunate events because these are very fortunate events. Getting treat delivery. I hear you. All right.
I mean, it's only fair.
What's Tom saying?
Right. I just can't say that on TV. Why not? Well, because there's parents and there's parents and there's family members, and I don't want to always necessarily say it in that way. Okay. But I think if I was doing it myself, and let's say I threw a really bad interception, I would walk to the sidelines and I said, "You are the worst quarterback in the world. How can you possibly make that throw? That was terrible." But I just don't want to be so critical because in some ways I don't necessarily know.
Now tell me with the reverb, he doesn't sound like he's about to be a pastor.
Sounds crazy.
Like the amount of reverb I'm hearing, I'm
like
I'm gonna hear. But then, just out of nowhere, if you turn your Bible to page 720 here,
Bible to Mark 24, verse 10 through 15.
Look at that verse down there on the screen here.
Know exactly what the problem was.
The screen's not working, ladies and gentlemen. Just follow along in your Bible.
Look
at someone's Bible next to you. Borrow with a friend, as the Lord said, to help that
Stand up and
neighbor.
shake 5 people's hands and say it's good to see you today.
Bro, that's the worst shit ever,
I hate
man.
that,
Like,
bro.
why do bro? I'm not here. I know it's community. I get it. Okay, Lord sample, blah blah blah, whatever.
Right, sure.
The same shit because I have to go to mass and Catholic schools we do mass, and
Sure.
they're like, fucking peace be to you all and with your spirit. Now let us lift up our hearts. We lift them up to the Lord. And please, greet your neighbor and with us and give them a sign of peace. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't
Just
want
flip
to.
somebody off. Here's your sign of peace.
I don't
Okay.
want to give them a sign of peace. You gotta say oh, peace be with you. Peace be with you. Like, shitter. What I'm thinking in my head.
Up yours, up yours,
Yeah.
up yours. That's good stuff. So he used, for example, he said if Daniel Jones threw a pick, and so everyone started laughing. He said, I didn't call it
Mm.
Daniel Jones. Now, Tom, you didn't have to. Okay, we
Yeah.
saw the preseason game. It's gonna be a long season for Malik Neighbors. I'm just it's gonna be tough. Got to think if he had a competent quarterback, he could be high up in the running for first pick.
Yeah.
There's your little bit of intel.
Facts.
I gotta have somebody who
Alright.
can get you the rock.
Yeah.
Let's not put him in Wildcat.
Yeah. Well, I have to.
I don't even have to get too political with it. It's bad when CNN is starting to shit on the Democratic.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's getting
ugly.
Yeah, basically, long story short, she's proposing that there's price controls and that she can put in these price controls to tell all the companies how much they can charge for goods and what those are going to be, and so that just turns into socialism, which we've seen through Venezuela and many other nations, that it doesn't end well. End up with food shortages, end up in a place that you're not supposed to be, goes against democracy, yada yada. Here we go. Just not good. Let's put it to you that way. There's something called free market and there is socialism. There's just no in between. You can't. I think I summed that up right without using anyone's copyrighted stuff.
Yep.
Any questions from the pews?
Nope.
Nothing on the sermon? Okay.
No. Sermon on the Mount was good.
Perfect. I mean, do we want to hear Joe Alton what's really grinding his gears about California?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured you'd want to.
Is it just something
when you
basic?
say it's not what you expected, what do you mean by that?
It's a Midwestern
I think
answer.
the biggest thing for me is I'm a Midwest kid, so LA is a little bit different.
Sweet
kind of getting
I'm from the Midwest too. I feel you, Joe.
Yeah,
you got to think though, because I know you've seen the rumors about Kay Adams dating.
Yeah.
Of all the quarterbacks,
yeah, come on.
We're picking.
Yeah.
Mr.
Maybe that's because all the other quarterbacks are like, I'm all right.
I'm good.
Could have been that angle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that. Maybe she was trying.
Could have been like, I'm okay. Like it's not.
Tried for CJ.
Not all first round picks.
He said, "I'm good."
Not all first round picks.
That's crazy. That's
getting used to the prices, everything, and living.
What
And
if she went through like, okay, here's running backs, and they're like, no,
Mhm.
receivers, no, safeties, linebackers. Daniel Jones, 5th round pick.
DJ
Could be,
could be the one.
$40 million a year.
Sure.
I mean, signed that line.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Transportation and whatnot is a little bit different. I'm used to 5 miles taking 5 minutes, not 25 to 30 minutes.
Brother.
So getting used to that kind of stuff, but you can't complain about that. It's beautiful LA, and what a better spot to be in.
Let's gripe about it though. What is too expensive? What's the price tag that you're like, are you joking?
I think it's not one thing for me. Rent was a little interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Coming from the Midwest, it was like, whoa, it's a little bit more than I was expecting. But you're paying for what you get to see. You get oceans on one side and mountain on the other side, so you can't really ask for a better, geographical area.
Sure, but Joe, the cost of eggs, it's just
well,
through
here's the thing. I haven't got to the cost of eggs yet because I've just been eating from the facility. So so
you're not even paying for food. I'm sorry. Let's do the rookie thing where you tell me what your signing bonus was. What was your signing bonus?
Oh, it was it was a good amount.
$20.9 million. I'm told.
Yeah.
20.
That son of a bitch.
You're doing all right.
20.9 million.
Joseph's doing okay.
What you did with those boys?
Thank you, Joe Alt.
Oh, baby Joe. He's dressed like an average Joe. I love it. Where do they build big sons of bitches like this? Like
Midwest.
that's a fucking brick house. That's not right.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Big O's.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you
Big
hear.
old shitter.
You can hear the 7-second clip about the price control, and you determine. I gave you my summary of it. You determine your own from it.
And I will work to pass the first ever federal ban on price gauging on food. And
Gauging?
Okay. Gauging, gouging. What are we doing here? What's it mean? Who knows?
Gauge something on my car, my electric bill,
Sure.
down at the meter.
Sure.
Gauge the name.
Sure.
Gauge determines the size of a pipe.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing.
Gouge is a physical.
Yeah.
You know.
Gouge somebody. Yep.
Gouging at it. Yeah.
You're just fucking somebody over, basically.
Sure. Chowing their shit. Just absolutely ripping them. I'm not even sure why this happens, but gotta have the shitty username. Yes, we homeschool. It's good. Didn't need to ask questions, especially after I read this. Any English teacher who uses they/them as a singular pronoun should lose their teaching license. We're just gonna. Yep. We're just keep on home. Thank you. We're just gonna. Yep. That's fine. Good stuff. All right. The Bengals unis. I don't know. What are we thinking?
They're orange. I don't know. I mean,
I would
had this before. I don't know. You've never gone all orange?
I mean, I've done it on the Madden game before. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So
something there.
I would have liked to have seen an all black.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever seen that.
No.
Or like all black with the
done the white, right?
Numbers. Yeah.
They done all white with the white helmet. Yeah.
Color. I thought they did the all orange for the colorway.
Maybe it was.
Remember they did that color rush
must have been all white.
Was it?
I mean, it had to have been, right?
Look it up.
Because I don't think because this is their. Not sure.
Almost got coloring pages. Color rush. Yeah, it was all white.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, but like
all orange, I guess. We'll see.
This is what I would be looking for. Like, you give me something like this with the white ice, but it's like all black with the silver.
Yeah, that could be.
Like,
that could hit.
I'm just
black
thinking,
with orange stripes or something.
You just don't. I don't love the all orange look, personally.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. It's
out on the eyes.
Very loud.
But then again, you got Joe Burrow, who with new dyed hair, he looks like Eminem, so he's out there. I respect it. So that's an interesting look. Yeah. So the Vikings signed Matt Corral. So could be a guy.
Be the backup.
Could be a daughter. Pretty much. I will say this as simple as possible. I have no care of how the Vikings do as far as wins and losses. My only care is Justin Jefferson production.
Sure.
That's it.
Yep.
So what I would do,
get Jay Jetta as the rock, please.
As much as possible. My suggestions would be to help that, not to make sure that the team wins. However, it's looking more and more with what Atlanta's doing. Like, my prediction of them trading for Kirk Cousins might come to fruition.
Yeah.
The tea leaves are looking like it.
Something's not adding up, huh?
They like what they saw from Michael Penix. They're not having him play any other preseason games. We'll see that later from Raheem Morris. Says that in a press conference. Said we saw what we needed to see. Saw what you need to see for what? He's a rookie. Don't you want him to get some snaps?
Yeah, wouldn't you want him to play?
Even if it's not for him, for the second team guys to show you what they got. Yeah, so we got footage of Honus Wagner hitting against the New York Giants in 1906.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for that 100-point game. So.
Yeah, it just somehow doesn't exist, huh? Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you can call me a conspiracy theorist, but it's starting to look like if you can't show any proof here, shit's not looking good. Show me the money.
Facts.
Jerry Maguire
Show it to me.
Shout out Debbie Blaze. I don't know why people do this, but Beetle Chocolate, that's a great username. 90% of men are ugly and 90% of women are pretty. Sorry. And then Dr. Patel, just to shit on you real quick, said we are both in 10%.
There we go.
At 1:37 a.m. So he
Yeah,
is
he was
locked
down
in.
bad. Yeah, he's having a down bad night.
He said, "Fuck you too." How about that? I'm not gonna be the only one feeling despair. That's crazy. I had a baby Doc. You know, an interesting TikTok trend going on, I guess. U.S. president, right? Oh, nice.
Oh. Let's get those. Yeah.
Just make sure that's let's just take care of that.
Make sure all our bases are covered here.
There we go. Yep. A little slower than I'd like,
Please.
but
Thank you.
and there we go.
All right.
Sure. Nice. Okay. It's good thinking there, Jacob. I remember how this ends. Stupidly.
Ooh. Damn. Yep. That'll do it.
I don't really understand the goal. I mean,
Let's understand what we're getting at here.
clearly the base. I mean, we got absolutely no control,
Yeah.
dude. So we're just. I'm expecting we're getting shit whipped because this thing goes to the curb. We're going that way. Gravity's pulling that way.
Sure.
And then not only did we smack our head on the ground, our leg comes up and just bang. Yeah. It's a nice little reminder.
This will need a face bomb. There.
That'll hurt.
Stage.
Stage out of my way. This is actually pretty good to hear from Caleb. I'm not sure people in fantasy football like to hear it, but I like to hear it from a young up and coming, possible top quarterback at some point coming up in the future.
I can do anything and everything my team needs me to do, and more. I'm not here to wow you on pro day. I'm not here to wow you on game day. I'm here to win games and do whatever it takes. So if it's a wow play, then it's a highlight wow play. Other than that, kick rock. I can do anything.
I like the mentality.
Okay. All right. You know, could we have thrown a couple easy crossing routes? You know, that's it, maybe.
I mean,
Could taking your own advice a couple times, maybe.
Could have. That was my question. Maybe
Could've.
Make it easier on yourself a little bit. Your defense doesn't get you a stop. Maybe we slow the game down, let them catch their breath because they have a better chance of stopping them if they're well rested.
Yep.
But
Correct.
I mean, we're gonna see what he looks like with a good defense. Like Chicago's got a good enough defense to fulfill that prophecy.
Yeah.
Spewing, and it might be true or it's just absolute horse shit. This is crazy. I don't know what. So I guess there's this guy, Duke Gomez. You've probably seen some of his stuff on Instagram Reels or something. Really funny guy. Anyways, he has a merch company. Susan Peters emails him, "Hi, my name is Susan Peters, and my son Derek purchased a shirt on your website that said bring back reasonable bullying." Okay. He wore this shirt to school, which I did not know about. How'd you not know about it? I mean, he lives with you, but that's fine. Yeah. And ended up getting suspended. Yeah, well, okay. What you're doing is unacceptable and should be against the law. Ma'am, I don't think you understand how free commerce works. My son will no longer be purchasing a shirt from your website ever again, and I hope your business gets shut down. Terrible.
Damn.
Did the most respectful thing. No intro. No formalities. Just fuck you and fuck the Marlins. Tell Derek I'm sending him more clothes.
There we go.
That's
Susan will not be happy.
Susan, how do you buy the clothes in the first place? Without you knowing them. How do you get your credit card?
You finessed. Mom.
Susan, you're a Marlins fan. I don't think I have to ask any more questions. Going through a rough time, aren't you? Zuma's reactions from EWC there's so many clips of Zuma. I'm going to let you know right now. It is just too funny. But Zuma and the Stallions.
What do you want? Oh, I'm 6'4", 225. You want to fight me? No, nobody wants to fight you, Ace. Nobody wants to fucking fight you, bro. Nobody gives a fuck.
It's going to be a fun one, folks. High rush control coming up, and this the hard point.
We get it, bro. How much you bench, bro? We get it. Nobody cares.
I'm 6'4", 225.
Nobody fucking cares, man.
Last night,
The Stallions have Tom in full-blown crash out mode.
You know what I'm saying? Where's Tactical Rep? Hey, guys, shut the fuck up. Hey, guys.
He's recording a video right now.
Hey, he's recording a video.
Good. Problem.
You want me to send him to you, Ben?
Sure.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you go.
Fuck you, Ben.
Fucking bitch. Yeah, he can hear you, bro.
We hear you.
I can hear you a little bit, but you sound like a bitch from over there. You sound like a bitch.
WC want to play like a pro, but we've got a lesson for you. Axon.
Yeah, I can literally barely hear him. I can barely hear him.
This is what you taught your team? This is what you taught your team? Say you coach them?
Bro, I don't call. I'm not the fucking coach. I'm not the fucking coach Stocksman.
Bro, T-Real almost did that. He almost clutched.
I hope the fucking stock market fucking crashes and you lose everything you fucking have.
Damn.
I hope you lose it all.
All right.
What the fuck?
That's insane, Tom.
Don't say that.
I hope you lose everything.
Tom, you don't realize that you just wished badly on 90% of everyone in this call, basically, but you. You fucking broke motherfucker.
Oh,
Wait, what?
I'm gonna need you to stop yelling at us.
I'm in the stock market too, bro. Relax. I was just joking.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You think I'm broke? He thinks I'm broke. Okay.
Zuma is a broke pussy.
That was valid. Good job.
Oh my God, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah, you hear Stockton?
That was valid. Good job.
Bro, shut the fuck up. No, like literally shut the fuck up, brother. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck.
Tom, keep that same energy when I see you. I dare you.
What? What?
God, man, come on, bro.
Brother, I make one fucking phone call, Stocksman. You'll be tied up on a fucking ocean. You'll be tied up in the middle of the ocean on a boat somewhere. Fucking asshole. You'd be tied up. You'd be fucking tied up. You'd wake up in a different country. I promise you, you'll wake up in another fucking country. I fucking promise you. I promise you, bro. I promise you. All I gotta do.
Someone could actually listen to that and take that as a threat. So
yeah, crashing out.
Sorry, Zuma. The beginning of it's hilarious. 6'4", 225. You want to fucking fight? No. What's up? Fucking fight you, Ace. I think the trend from Speed, where he's jumping over shit, is starting to come across, and I guess they went across Midwest. Found a big old white, try to do the same thing over a four-wheeler here.
Oh shit!
What about as well as you could think?
Yikes. Yeah, I guess so.
Play. All right, brother, get there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, GG no Ray.
It's good shit.
Nice
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, the key crush is diabolical. I don't know if you saw anybody's key
Champion
getting
Varsity
crushed, but
chat with Miles Ross. He'll be on the stage in just a moment, but first we got to recap the first key crush of 2024 for Call of Duty. Clay, you're seeing this for the first time. How you feeling about seeing the enemy team crushed?
I was kind of expecting more of a crush.
Yeah, more of like a shatter into little pieces.
Yeah, like into dust maybe, and then we put it in the bottom of the trophy. But
yeah, they had their own thoughts.
Now you tell me if you hear MC in Pred's comms. Okay.
You be server late. All time going in, fellow server. I'm playing for the server. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I can shoot him. One shot on time, quick. Every top. One shot time. Top dead. One shot the box. This is long. Long? He's long. Yeah, 100%. Anytime. Give me camera, man. I have camera. I was on about him. You guys hold. What is right? What is the hold on. I need more time, man. One's up in camera, bros. Or he's long. He's being long. Last guy ramp. He's in camera. Inside camera. Yes. One guy's low dark, fellow. No. Wait. Loading, fellow. I can get him. I'll get him, Major. Loading, fellow. One shot. I'll get him. On the server box. I just server box. One out? Yeah, they're in parallels with you. Front P2, bro. Front P2 going. Ain't no node. Where'd he go? He's on you. Go in. On you, go in, guys. I hear you. He went side. He's on top of the railings. One loading. I had to write that, growth. Make sure we play for this guy. Yeah, I had to write the back.
Oh, and just shit on him.
There's two. Big kill, guys. I mean, wait, one shot top two. And one's on the railings. Top two, one shot. Yeah, you can push that, Bruce. There's two there. Alright, go into one. Top snow. Alright, go into there. Where's the fellow?
Ooh.
Do you hear it?
Someone said now fucking Pred has to act like Cell who
MC,
just
yeah.
won, and then MC has to be Pred who lost to him, so they have to like fucking do the same shit that they just did, just the reverse version now. That's gonna be hilarious. So now it's gonna be fucking Fred walking around his cell like, I'm East World champ.
I'm East World champ, man. I'm WC champ. I'm WC champ. Bro, fucking everyone was out to troll fucking Tommy.
One player remaining to try and do something. You gotta whip these guys in. First of all, why the fuck are people talking more about the Stallions than the CDL team that got fucking 3-0'd? A CDL team got 3-0'd by an amateur team, and all they keep fucking talking about is the mistakes that the Stallion made on the control. Yeah, they didn't stack the point, bro. We talked about it, bro. All right, we worked on it internally. Bro. We expect the Stallions to come in going ham. They've been talking shit all year. The challenge crying, saying they deserve this chance. Bro, they 3-0'd a CDL team. Obviously both teams were playing like shit.
Who'd they beat?
You know, they beat the Miami Heretics, Damon. They beat the Miami Heretics. All right, shit on 3-0'd them. 3-0'd them. All right. Did you talk to them? I didn't need. They knew they knew already what the fuck.
He FaceTimed him from the Sally's got shit up. First of all, everybody was coming for Tommy's head, man. Kaboli knows what's going on. I don't even know what machine this is, but to get just one dude wipe, I mean, that could be the difference when you're going on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
So, shout out Kaboli. Oh, James Draws just had an absolute nuke of an announcement here.
Guys, I want to ask you this with you. Donald Trump, I am voting you because I don't care about Kamala Harris crap.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Corbin came up with a good point. Is he allowed to vote?
What do you mean?
Like, you know,
he's a citizen. He's over 18.
Yeah, but there are certain people that, you know, aren't allowed to vote.
Let me look at.
Like brain wise. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at here?
Yeah.
Like obviously he can vote. Like I'm not but like should he be voting?
I mean, he's making a lot of sense, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, I mean, but I don't know.
He's with old Big Dick Donnie.
Makes you think.
Yeah. He just you know what? And since he's a Chiefs fan, I know he knows winning.
Yeah.
So he's saying, hey, that guy, he's got moxie, okay? He's got what it takes. Again, but Corb brings up a good point. And why did they have to pause his, like, cut his video right here? I mean, we could have helped my boy out just a little bit more.
Yeah,
like this.
we could have done more for him for sure.
We didn't. So I don't know if you know that the DNC is going on this week, Democratic National Convention, folks, for 2024. And normally, I guess there's a party favor given out after going to these conferences. Usually, you know, when you go to a conference, you get a goodie bag. Maybe you get like some soap, maybe some, you know, a little to go in case of an emergency. They're giving out free abortions and vasectomies.
Okay.
And I did see a picture of an inflatable IUD in front of the venue.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know what to classify that as.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let it sit. Let that answer for itself. And I mean, eat big, play big.
Yeah.
We're going to find out it's going to end, unfortunately, for the
Yeah, it seems
crumble
like
to,
the crumble has crumbled.
Yeah, the cookie has crumbled, unfortunately.
Yeah. It was a good run, though.
Yeah, Fitz has a good little post here, too. He says, I open Instagram just to see people my age with wedding pictures and pictures of newborns while I'm debating if I want to go wide receiver, or hero running back in my upcoming fantasy drafts.
Okay.
Now, we just said it.
Yep.
It's pass happy league, wide receivers are what you need.
Which means, I've been seeing a lot of people lean hero RB. If you're in that back half of the first round,
I have
and
seen
you
that.
get that like Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, boom, boom, and then you just say, all right, I'm
Load up on
stockpiling
wide
receivers for the rest of this thing because you could still come away with like you could go like fucking. Who could you go? I'm looking at this. You could go like Pittman, fucking DK,
Wide.
like Chris Godwin. Still
Yeah.
get all that, which would be crazy. You know,
That was solid squad there.
So
So you can stash away one of the rookies.
Because my thoughts are with running backs, if you have like 2 of the top, 10 running backs in the league on your team, you're probably gonna end up being a good team just by default, So,
Yeah. Would you rather have 2 top 10 receivers and like, let's say mid-pack running backs, or vice versa, like top 10 running backs, mid-pack receivers?
I would rather go 2 top 10 receivers.
Okay.
But if you're giving me like 2 of the top 5 RB, you know what I'm saying? Like if you if you come
Like
out of there
Breece
with
Hall,
like
Jonathan
Breece
Taylor.
Hall and like Saquon.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
You're feeling
GG
good.
them next.
Sure. I hear that.
GG no ring.
I hear you. See, that's the interesting part of our draft because I don't know what running backs what the running back pool is actually going to look like. I feel like it's going to be really wide receiver heavy.
Yeah, it could be interesting for sure.
So, I don't know. We'll see. Zuma again, you just know it's not good. Just keep your eye on the crowd.
You're starting to see.
Oh, here he goes. Look at this guy.
Super aggressive, and even in that moment,
hey!
Alerted to, hey,
Hey, what the fuck?
Make sure he's not
That is
insane.
Hey! What the fuck?
Yo, that's fucking insane. Yo, that's insane.
Hey, buddy, what's your problem?
Absolutely take that if you are off the game. Give up
Hey,
My bad, Tom.
Hey, Ben, shut up your ass.
Funny that popped up.
Crazy.
Zuma I think it's funnier because he was sitting in the New Jersey basement, but he's got the
Yeah,
glasses
facts.
on, so he's like doing other shit. He just look up to get trolled.
Just looks up to get scammed.
Hey,
Hey.
this shit actually looks like fun. If I was stalking in the back of a grocery store, I might do the same thing. Just have some fun. It's killer.
Got his ass.
Oh shit!
Oh, he's a cracker.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Close my Close my goddamn door.
This kid just gets deleted. MCW to that.
Damn. Yeah. That's 4 bullet.
What in the hell?
What in the hell?
So U.S.
What in the
flag
hell?
football quarterback Darnell Hoosh
Hoosh.
Hoosh douche it. Called it disrespectful to assume NFL players will simply take Olympic team spots when the sport debuts in the 2028 LA Games. Now, I believe Post is talking about that this guy is, I think they said 5'8", 140.
Sure.
I'm sure you're a great quarterback. But if you're telling me that we got the United States reputation on the line on the world stage, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes, or I'm taking Caleb Williams, or I'm taking CJ Stroud. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're a great guy. There's just levels to this shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure I'll be a great quarterback at my church league, but it doesn't mean I'm going to walk up to an NFL field and they're going to be like,
Yeah.
it's
Let's
just
get him in.
whatever pond you're in. You know what I mean? Like, if any NFL teams want to know, I'll answer your call. Okay. Don't get that twisted. But I hate to say it, pal, but I don't.
No, not gonna work.
If you beat out Patrick Mahomes for a spot on this team, I guarantee you're getting a call from the NFL.
Oh yeah.
So
I guarantee you that won't happen.
Yeah, I'd put the mortgage on it twice on Sunday. Yeah, so I guess they had Kamala go out and give a high school team a motivational speech, and I just want you to kind of listen to the context, and you let me know if you're understanding where we're going, or if you're just as confused and maybe thinking, what the hell, where are we going with this thing? Just kind of let me know where the train of thought's going.
Okay.
And by doing that, and all that requires, which is the hard work, the practice, working as a team, knowing that you will be undefeated even if you don't win every game, but no circumstance or event or moment will defeat your spirit.
So,
okay. That's touching, I guess.
If we're defeated, then we're not undefeated. You see, that's
correct.
Unblemished record is undefeated, so we can't.
That's how that works typically.
Miami Dolphins fell short of a perfect season.
Yep.
We don't just say that they were undefeated in their hearts. No, they lost the game, so they don't have that unblemished record. So I'm not really sure who at their party said, "Hey, you should go talk to the football team." Like,
yeah.
Or could we just have like had her watch, like, Remember the Titans, and she goes out there?
Yeah, that probably would have been better.
Get with those boys.
Should do it. Should
The
do
right
it.
man.
Who's your boy?
Defense,
Get
we don't
you
want
got a
to
right man
game.
for
Another
the.
guy.
We are not the New York Jets.
We're not the New York Jets. Coach, we're getting beat all day.
We are not the New York Jets.
Yeah. So here's Raheem Morris talking about why Michael Penix Jr. did not play in the preseason game yesterday.
I'm curious, going back to what Delay was asking about, when it came to Michael Penix specifically and not getting him out there to have any live reps today, I'm curious what else went into that thought process with him specifically, and what you saw from him throughout maybe the first preseason game and into this week.
Tori, it was all about that, right? Last week we wanted to get him out there and get a feel for what he was in live game, which we kind of already knew. Wanted to see him be able to answer questions, talk about it on the sideline, go out there and execute, make mistakes and know what to do. Like when he looked the wrong way, get right to the check down. He did a lot of those things a lot, but it took a hit last week, should have changed the protection. He's able to clearly communicate those things. I mean, we've seen enough last week of Michael Penix and the live stuff, and now we had the chance to mitigate him in practice. And we give him a bunch of live stuff out there in practice that you do everything that you would do in a game other than get hit. But, we feel really good where we're at with Michael. We feel really good where we're at with the other guys that we set, and we treated that the same way. But Mike showed us last week enough that we don't have to play him in the preseason.
I'm curious, going back to what
Sure.
That's what you're
That makes
saying
sense.
is he might end up being your
You're
starter.
saying is he's gonna start? Question mark? Maybe.
Saying is he's the right man for the job.
We are not the New York Jets. Who did I think they are? The New York Jets?
The Bucks are releasing defensive end Randy Gregory after he's a no-show for mini camp and training camp.
Yeah, it's been nice knowing you, bud.
Bull said he doesn't know why he didn't report.
He doesn't know why he didn't report. He said, "Hey, sorry guys, I ain't gonna be there."
Am I crazy, or has this never happened in our lifetime? I don't remember as a kid, like, hey, they just might not show up to report. So
Yeah, like that is it's your job, bud. So I don't know what
I don't know what's happening.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're thinking about here, really.
What does the NFL give you as compensation? You get
Like
a
where?
pick
Like
back, or-
okay, so you're not here. Where are you?
Where are you?
Like what are you doing right now? Actually,
Just coked up at a fucking club or something? Or
Could be.
like,
Yeah, I mean that could be
it's
it.
Florida.
Honestly,
You never know. So
Sure.
maybe. And then I don't know who the dipshit was that did this, but there's someone at the DNC's going on, and they projected the phrase Project 2025 HQ on Trump Tower in downtown Chicago.
All right.
They're going to get hit with a very, 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 very large defamation lawsuit.
Oh, shit.
Like, very large. A lot of zeros. Like
Yeah.
Dr. Evil zeros.
Yeah. Good luck with this.
I don't know who did. And then, of course, we have to have Frank the Tank here. They need to do a remake of Old School, but have Frank the Tank in it. As
Down
Frank
for
the
that.
Tank.
Yeah, just as
Goddamn motherfucker.
Mets?
Hostile goddamn fucking piece of shit.
Sure.
Motherfucking Brazo motherfucking bum.
Broswell, yep.
This guy is a saboteur. He came to sabotage the season. He is still a Marlin.
Lots of liquids flying out of that
All he
mouth.
ever did was beat them at as a Marlin.
Foaming at the mouth.
Now he fucking
So
fucks them from inside the goddamn fucking Browns.
Funks him from inside. Wait a minute.
does what?
What are you talking about, son?
He did what to him from the
What did
inside?
I do?
Hotspur Basel
Yeah,
Bum.
nothing
Basel
even
be
good.
fucking goddamn motherfucking piece of shit, motherfucking broken down. Goddamn motherfucking you go Basel Bum. This is the worst fucking September goddamn motherfucking trade goddamn fucking pickup ever. And
Ever.
Reed Garrett, all he does
Lot
is
of goddamn
work, people. This is
going
why
on
this season is fucked.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank. Season's fucked.
Season's over.
Season's jogged. Sorry, can't play anymore. We're the worst team ever. Actually, this is my like not yearly, like my weekly. Let's see how bad the Mets are in the standings.
Yeah, what are we? How they doing?
The Mets are 1.5 games out of the wild card now. They have been struggling. They were 4-6 in their last 10.
So I mean, if you're one
So
game out of wild
is-
card, it's doable.
Yeah, but they were better, and now they've lost. How many of their last? So they had like a nice 5-game win streak, and then they've gone. How many games is this? 1, 2, 22 games. They have only won. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. They've gone 10-12. Could be worse.
Okay.
They had a 4-game skid. They went to Seattle and shit the bed.
Jeez.
When was that video? Was that Sunday? Had to have been Sunday.
Yep, Sunday.
Yeah, because they won. They won today.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't. He doesn't do a video when they win.
No, yeah, they lost to the Marlins in that game, 3-2. Let's see what went wrong in that. Yeah, I mean, up 2-1, run in the 7th, run in the 8th.
That'll do it.
Yeah, who was on the mound at the end there?
I think the Marlins traded most of their players.
It was Garrett and Brazaban. Yeah, Brazaban.
Yeah.
Garrett. Thank you,
yeah.
Brazaban.
Thank you, Brazier. I think I found the next deal that you need to install for your track workouts. I don't know if we can get this giant board.
Okay.
But, I mean, we want to talk about staying down low. I mean,
It's something for sure.
if you explode up, you're gonna smack your head.
Yeah,
right
you're
top,
fucked.
So we'll stay down low.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, actually.
I think it's a couple boogie boards, and they just tied them together.
Yeah, they're training to be the New York Jets.
I'm not sure how the hell this happened, but allegedly a Georgia man is suing an Atlanta hospital after the staff lost nearly a 28 square inch piece of his skull after a routine procedure.
Okay.
Then proceeded to bill him for a synthetic replacement when they couldn't find it.
Okay. Interesting.
So not only did you lose a 28 square inch piece of someone's skull,
Right. Yeah.
you said no problem, we'll put a synthetic piece, which need to inflate it a little bit because
Yeah.
then you have the audacity to charge the man that you lost a piece of his head.
Yeah. It's not right.
I mean, those numbers ain't adding up, son.
They're not adding up at all.
Sit your ass right down on the bench. You could keep that up. I mean, Jesus, the poor fella. I mean, looks like he's got in cartoons when their head gets smashed and they blow on the thumb real quick, and that we need to put some air in here.
Yeah.
It's just wrong. Another Zuma clip, sure. Shout out Zuma.
What did AG tweet, bro?
Probably finishing off right now.
Nah, that's crazy. No. He said, congrats, brother. About time you applied some pressure, you nerd.
I'm telling you, if MC is going to be in the Slayer role
Good
again,
shit.
they got a chance.
What I'm saying.
I don't know why
That's
he was
fine.
that for the first 2 majors, and then all of a sudden they're just like, yeah, he's not going to buy a bucket. I'm like, why?
Heck
This
yeah.
is crazy. Romo Dunze might have pulled off the funniest interview of the entire weekend. Watch what he does with this umbrella to this reporter.
Okay.
Man, I got you in the rain in Chicago, but it was a good rainy day. How did that feel on Soldier Field for the first time, Romo Dunze?
Oh, it felt amazing. Just coming out here having the opportunity
just
to play,
pulling it
get some snaps in, get some reps in. All making me better. So it was very awesome.
I saw you with an end around. I saw you down the sideline for 45 yards. Okay, go take me into that throw and catch for you, your quarterback.
He does not care to have her.
He doesn't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
so I had a corner route on that route, so I tried to cut underneath them to give Caleb a passing lane, but he didn't want to.
I saw one of the dumbest takes, and I gotta squash it.
Okay.
I saw somebody say Caleb for the game was 56% passing. And he does the same shit, and he's not accurate because there's quarterbacks that get 80% completion percentage. There is some completion percentages that don't mean shit.
Sure.
If I throw the ball like a good example, Russ at the Steelers this weekend. He had a drive where I think he went 3 for 3 for like 4 yards.
Yeah.
It's still 100% completion.
Yeah.
It's
But who
just
cares?
4 yards. So
We're not doing shit.
if my quarterback is above 50% and he's taking a deep shot every once in like every other 3 plays,
I can live with it.
and he's hitting like 40-yard bombs, like I'll live with it. So I think that whole stigma of like the dink and dack where you're just throwing everything underneath and your completion percentage is high 70s, high 80s, like it doesn't equate to just being a good quarterback. Like that's like having a touch pass be on your completion percentage as well.
Yeah.
So I think that air time and air travel of the ball really matters more. Obviously, being accurate with the football is important, but I mean, if you're going 80% or more and you're taking deep shots, like man, you're just having a day.
You're just a god.
Yeah. So I saw that take and I was like, yeah, that's just a brain dead Twitter take. Like that is not how this thing
That's just
works.
some dumb shit right there.
Like, I mean, if he's throwing this ball, it's probably, I would say 60% chance that Rome's going to end up with a completion versus like I'd give it a 60.
Mhm.
It's not ever going to be really 100. It'll always be like 99 variant all the way. So just need people to understand that you got to take risks in order to push a defense back. So if you don't complete a deep ball, they have to respect it and go back.
Correct.
Otherwise, you end up with a Steelers situation where they just sit in the ground.
Yeah.
Throw it in that window.
But that was insane. He is
It was a
not.
little tight, so I seen him scramble a little bit. Went up the sideline.
See if they go back to it. He is
not
not carrying.
'Cause you ain't
No, he doesn't give a
50-50
shit.
Ball. You're better than that.
Absolutely.
But 100.
Something I'll definitely learn from.
He doesn't give a fuck.
I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, but it is fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
he's definitely not doing it on purpose, but he's not like.
He's not trying with it.
Yeah, he's not like realizing what he's doing, you know.
You'll see her try to like get her head underneath, and he like
It looked awesome, though.
And he
I
just,
have
like,
to
rips
say.
it. Yeah.
Your
Rips it further.
timing and Caleb's timing. How have you had to adjust, Rome?
out of baby Rome.
Good shit, Rome. Good
shit,
stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rome.
This is tough. So obviously Steelers fans said Fields didn't overthrow the ball at all. George Pickens or Van Jefferson gets that ball. He stopped running and stutter stepped to time the ball, which was bad. And so somebody who's a Chicago Bears fan, as you could see, he's a Chicagoan and Chicago fan since birth, said it's hilarious how exactly what we and I did with Fields for 2 years has now transferred over to the Steelers fans. I have PTSD reading this. Yeah. I don't care what quarterback there is. There's no safety in the middle of the field. There's no excuse. I could just lay it right here. Like, I don't have to layer it like a rainbow. I could just throw it into this vicinity and he will go get it. Like, there's no reason for the ball.
Yeah, that was the play that was
like, why? He put it at the R. He'll go get it.
It's crazy.
And then to say the receiver's in the wrong, he ran a hell of a route. He broke the coverage. Like, what more do you want him to do?
Just throw it over there.
Just give him a chance, man. I still think Justin Fields is gonna start, but I think the Russ name is just big and like, it's not Russ of old. It's Russ of new. The Danger Witch is gone. Mr. Unlimited has been limited.
I hear that.
Shams Charania has decided to leave stadium after 6 years with the outlet. How'd baby Shams?
How'd baby Shams? You had a good run, kid.
You did. You really did.
Had a good run.
You can always count on Heineke. He's got a fucking Zin in his side pocket here.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man.
I tell you what, you could say what you want, but there's going to be a game in the year that the Falcons need him to start, and he's going to answer the bell and then some.
Yeah?
He does it every year.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Just pops in, gets a win, and they're like, maybe we should start the kid. And then he does the second game, and it doesn't work.
Cook.
And it doesn't work. And it's not bad.
No.
And I think you've been expecting this for a bit here.
Yeah.
You've been expecting. It's been.
Just when's the optic announcement coming? That's what I'm waiting for.
If he's coach, I'm okay with it. But if you tell me that he's taking Kenny's place, I might.
No. He's gonna be coach.
Oh, if he coaches, we're good. This is interesting. DOS 2025 NFL mock draft for next year. Shadur Sanders going to Giants, please. Make my day.
Giants, huh?
Take him to a team with the worst O-line.
We are not the New York Giants.
They are neither.
Luther Burden to the Panthers. I mean, I get, yeah.
Will
Keep
Johnson.
trucking receivers in there. I'd seen James Pierce being the guy for a while, but Shadur going number 1.
I don't think
Shadur and Travis going 1-2 would be a crazy world. Be a crazy timeline.
See Shadur as a number 1 pick.
No.
Or the first quarterback taken off the board. Like, I'd rather have Carson Beck than Shadur.
I've been seeing James Pierce or the tackle for LSU. I've been seeing his name a lot. I heard he's pretty good.
Could see that too. Just don't see that. I could see Travis Hunter.
I don't see Shadur as a Jet. You know, or a Giant. Sorry, we're not the Jets. He is not going to the New York Jets.
I mean, Will Johnson across from Pat Surtain would be tough. But then that also makes sense about them saying, oh, the Rams, if they make the playoff push, might trade before the trade deadline to get Pat Surtain from Denver because they're going to get Will Johnson, and you kind of do this whole rigmarole. But boy, that would be something.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, this is tough. I don't know if you saw Stream East. Apparently, some sort of shit's going. I mean, we got bigger issues than Stream East going on, folks. Like we got bigger fish to fry, surely. And then Pete Thamel doing some reporting. He said, "Here's our story on Boise State naming redshirt sophomore Maddox Madsen the starting quarterback for the team's opener at Georgia Southern. He earned the start over USC transfer Malachi Nelson, the number 1 recruit in 2023." Thank you, Pete. So it turns out Malachi left to go to Boise State, and he is still not going to start.
Yeah, not a good look.
You got to think.
Not a good look for him.
And I don't have it in here, but I don't know if you heard, but it's Miller time. Oh, yeah.
It's as Miller time as it'll ever be.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully they come out and just fucking fry, but
I'm telling you, the Moss to Branch connection is going to
could be godlike.
Families.
It's gonna feed me for sure.
Oh yeah, in Vegas, and we're gonna see. Just watch the crossing routes develop, and it's just gonna be magical.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Jeff Bezos is interested in buying the Celtics. I didn't know the Celtics were for sale. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
2, I didn't expect Jeff Bezos to be in the running. I mean, he's got the money to hang with anybody, so. If he wants it, he'll just outbid you.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I didn't expect, so. Keep that shit moving. Yeah, Teej, unrestricted free agent for the 2025 CDL season. Thank you, Teej.
Thank you, Teej.
Got to get him in the league. Always good having Teej in the league.
Always a blessing.
Lamar Jackson has been waived. Jackson's a third-year cornerback out of Nebraska. Performed well for the Panthers in camp, but is dealing with an injury, so have to get rid of Lamar Jackson from the Panthers. That's tough. Thank you, Lamar.
Appreciate you, Lamar.
Yep, Royal Ravens dropped
Yep.
Yeah, it crumbled.
It has crumbled. It was a good run, though.
It is.
Boys are just a little too big for their britches.
Yeah, the britches didn't fit, unfortunately.
Britches were not fitting. That's for sure.
Do you think before they knew they were dropped, they just ran up the company card?
They might have. I
Just
would respect that, though.
15 crumble orders.
Yeah.
Jesus, boys.
God damn, boys. Gotta calm down here.
They gotta eat 15 orders of crumble. Holy shit. I guess it's Kirk Cousins' birthday. I didn't know it was today. Happy birthday, Kirk.
Thank you, Kirk.
But Kirk O'Chain's birthday playlist, practice playlist, we got pretty much good 80s rock.
Okay.
What I'm seeing here, you know? Somebody told me, The Middle, Move Along, Holiday, Stacy's Mom, All the Small Things, Anthem, Mr. Brightside, which, have you ever listened to the lyrics for Mr. Brightside?
Not like intently. Are they crazy?
Next time you get a chance to just like look
actually
up those
listen.
lyrics,
Okay.
it's not
ideal.
You'll realize what you're singing, and you're like, I think this guy's gonna kill himself.
Be like, yeah, I think
Quite-
this guy's actually dead.
Quite confident he is in a tough predicament.
Guy.
Dear Maria, count me in. Sure. Ocean Avenue. Sure. Kryptonite. So, hey, he's an old soul. Let me tell you what, he's got some good taste. Foo Fighters, Best of You. Sure. Stereo Hearts. Wow.
Okay.
Bring back middle school right there. That baby Kirk. I don't know. I they can put all the shit they want out there about Kirk being the starter. I just feel like Penix is going to be the one. Might be week 4, might be week 5, might be week 6. Might be later. Who knows? I could be fucking wrong. I could be a dumbass. It's possible. I haven't ruled that out. I guess this girl was promised extra credit if she could walk on water. She got your ass. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So, give her the extra credit. Give her 2 points. Take your L. Gotta walk away. Man who pulled gun after Burger King worker wouldn't take drugs for payment gets 143 years in prison. What'd you try to offer him?
Hey. Yeah, jeez.
Here's some Parmesan. I should cover it. Sir, that'll be
Yeah.
$10.50. There's the Parmesan. Pulled out a gun. So, jeez.
Yeah.
It's an interesting take. If Ghosty is locked at Thieves, does Attach deserve to be in the running for the AR spot on Ultra?
Sure.
I could see that working pretty well. I think Attach with a frying AR would be.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I still think the move is Ghosty with Scrap.
I wouldn't mind seeing
I
it.
think it's the move. I
Think so.
believe in it.
I don't know. Usually I don't take stuff like this, but this might be an A1 take. Sky WB Rick says Sydney Sweeney posting a successful thirst trap without showing off the front porch is like when 86 Larry Bird decided to shoot lefty for a game and dropped 47, 14, and 11. That might be the most insightful comment I've ever seen on Twitter. Like,
Okay.
that took
Fair. That's fair enough.
Took some thinking there. That took some of the night.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's good shit. I respect that analysis. It's good shit. Yeah, EWC MW3 tournament peaked at 140K viewers. I'll tell you why. Okay, it wasn't exactly the matchups. It's because it was at 7 a.m. Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, it's across the way.
Yep.
But if you want to have people watch something, it's got to be at an optimal time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going to get the freaks and fanatics to wake up early to watch it. Nobody else is going to.
Yeah.
So, marketing 101.
I was up, but few and far between.
Sure. After I watched map 1, I said, I wonder why the Stooge didn't text me and say optic or frying, and then I saw the rest of the matches.
No, and then
I
pissed on.
I fear they did get pissed on, unfortunately. Another clip of Zuma. Just gotta do it.
This is kind of fire. Yeah.
If you fall 7 times, you must stand up 8. You have been competing alongside your teammates for the past.
Someone said that shit going in the
and it is
pool.
time to go. It is time to go to war. Everton Arena. It is time for our grand final.
Hey. Yo, Ron's gonna take a selfie with it in the bottom of the pool, bro.
Yo, you know our champs trophies in here, right? If they broke that, I would
lose full if they broke
Tom,
that.
you would.
At that point, I'm coming in there. At that point, I'm coming in. You know what I mean? They took the champs trophy. That's everybody's sneakers, cars, everything's getting fucked up, man.
Yeah, Zoom responds to the Joker. Up to the house going crazy.
Hey, I'm going in there with a baseball bat. With a bull mask. With the bull mask. The bull mask. It's the bull mask. Start smashing shit.
You should do that.
I can't wait to watch the RPB back, bro. That
Yeah.
shit is funny. I bought the Parmesan. I'm out of it, baby. I'm not sure if you could tell me why this guy's so pissed. I'd like to know what's going on here. Damn. I mean, he smoked it. Why?
Brother, you smoked it.
Why did you?
What are we
You
doing?
had you had the whole street over here. All this.
You had the
All
whole
this.
road.
And we said, fuck it.
Fuck it, I'm gonna run it down.
And then I couldn't figure out. So when he throws his hat, does he punch it? Is that why he's even more pissed?
I think so.
What's wrong with him?
This guy's squeaking.
Yeah, probably. Falcons are expected to replace Vegas Legion next season, so Legion as an organization will no longer exist. So I think it's what you're saying. The franchises are gone. Teams are coming in. Tom Brady giving some praise to the Rams, just for all you haters out there. Just know. The GOAT knows what's going on.
The number one threat to the Chiefs in the entire NFL.
I think it's probably
Obviously
still the 49ers and the Packers, I think, are going to be a great team. And you know what? I think the Rams are going to be a good team this year, too. Very good offense, receiving core. They lost Aaron Donald. Nobody can replace him. That guy's first ballot Hall of Famer. But they've drafted really well. They got a really underrated defense. That's going to be a team to watch, too.
Hey, try to tell y'all.
Hey,
Ain't
I
nobody
guess
listen.
we'll see.
Ain't nobody want to listen to me.
Guess we'll see.
Unless if Stafford gets hurt and it's Stetson Bennett the whole way. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know if my heart can take it.
Might be done for.
Oh God. The Corgi's back to be a shithead.
Okay.
He's gonna predict Super Bowl. Nope, not getting the music. Not getting copyrighted.
Not getting us.
No, not this time. Okay, Lions get out. Chiefs, sure. Rams get into the NFC Championship game, sure. CJ and the boys. CJ takes them down. Do the Rams get revenge? Oh, shit. Do the Texans get it done? Detroit is the city of champions.
Okay.
Corgi locked it.
You heard it here first.
Corgi locked it. It's time we say thank you and goodbye to a legend. Colt McCoy is officially retiring from the NFL.
Thank
for
you, Colt.
15 years at the age of 37. Thank you, Colt.
Thank you, Colt, for your service to your.
I mean, the amount of games that guy popped in and just popped off. And then just went back to the sideline.
He'll give you a couple. He'll give you a little series and a half, you know?
Wait, you're telling me that the Vikings can't get this fucker in the quarterback room? Like,
you don't want to play.
Sure.
I don't think. I don't know.
So I got Sammy D, I got Jaron Hall, and I got Matt Corral. Sure. Nero's in free agency.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of these today. Everyone is
What if Nero goes up with Scrap in Toronto? That wouldn't be bad.
No. I could see it.
That's all I got. That's all we need.
Yeah, there's a bunch of I want to see some of these. Yeah, I'll run through some of the other
let's
free
see.
agents too.
Oh,
I'll just say I'm out.
Did Ben update his spreadsheet?
I haven't even been looking at the spreadsheet. Cobra is expected to join the rocker.
I don't know who Cobra is.
He's like a amateur
Challengers
player
guy?
who they said is like next up. Good AR, I think.
All right.
Ghosty sticking with 100T.
Sure.
The Falcons is replacing Vegas as an org. Let's see. Geo's a free agent. Nero's a free agent. Fame's a free agent. Beans, Tej, Accuracy. Insight is a restricted free agent. Let me see if there's any more. Everyone has their own little sources and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the main ones for now. Yeah, about it.
Okay.
About all it is right there.
Okay. Well, we shall see how those chips fall. And I think from what I'm hearing, right, we're gonna have some interesting content coming up in the next couple of episodes of what
I believe so. I believe
Okay.
so.
Have a nice little guest star is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So we'll add some social media to that, folks. We'll give you a little update on what's going on, but just keep your eyes peeled because I dare say we're in up to something season, you know, maybe perhaps something's brewing. I'm not talking you need a dude wipe after it.
No. Oh, jeez, please, God, no.
Speaking of which, I
Dude
was
wipes
using
were
an
red.
off-brand of dude wipes.
Doesn't
Gotta
hit
go
the
with the
same.
OGs. No. It's not like home comfort. You know what I mean? It's like going to get away for your bread and butter.
Yeah, you gotta do what. You gotta stick to the classics, to the old reliables. You know.
Yeah. It's like getting pissed because you're getting an 8-yard hitch every single play, and it's like you're not gonna go broke. You know,
No.
cash. So
that ain't gonna work.
I'm sure everybody wanted to know that, and they're gonna want to throw up after this episode. But hey, that's part of the way this thing goes.
That's how it goes. You live and you
All
learn.
right. Well, sometimes. All right, folks. We will
All right.
see you on the next one.
See ya.
Peace.